Alright.
Yay.
This didn't make a noise.
Rolling.
Rolling.
You rolling, motherfucker.
Rolling.
God damn, bro.
Put the thing on. Go on, get our sponsors out of the way.
These motherfuckers need to know, man, before the sponsors, bro. How you doing? What's up?
Doing.
This is the Nameless podcast. This is Khile. It's Denzel. We chilling.
Yeah.
You know, killing out here. Late as fuck.
I know. I'm fucking. It's a rough week.
Yeah. Sponsored by only blue heads. Only the blue ones. Fuck the other ones. See? My guy knows.
Ooh. We're not sponsored by them. I've just accepted that he's gonna say it.
And Fiji.
Oh my god.
Today. Crown Peach we'll get to later. You already know. Fucking Aquafina?
Yep.
No, we're not sponsored by Aquafina.
Yep.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell no. You've been drinking Aquafina forever, dude.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Bro, Fiji's fucking bougie as fuck.
It's good.
It's not that good.
Poland Spring is better than Aquafina.
Poland Spring is not that good either.
Man, Poland Spring's fine. Nah, Crystal Geyser is honestly really good to be.
Crystal Geyser isn't bad.
It actually pisses me off that Crystal Geyser is as good as it is.
I like my Aquafina and my Dasani. Sue me.
Yeah, no, you've always been consistent with those two.
He knows me so well.
Worst two waters.
Bro, you're the fucking worst two waters. Shut the fuck up.
And no wonder why you don't drink water anymore.
Nick, I do.
I'm not like you used to.
Oh.
I used to literally only drink water.
And orange juice.
I know that. Which was crazy. Like, motherfucker had 80 fucking sodas in the fridge. I think I was grabbing Aquafina.
Yeah?
Wow.
I mean, if I go to a store, I'm still buying Aquafina for soda. But if I go to a restaurant, the tap water is usually shit.
Yeah.
So I get soda.
So I gotta get lemon and lime. Offsets the shit.
It does, but shit ain't the same, you know?
Nah, I feel you. Sometimes I like drinking like a soda with my food anyway. I don't know, it just breaks it down.
I've been drinking a lot of Dr. Pepper.
That's my shit. Hell yeah. You know I'm a Dr. Pepper guy.
Because, you know.
I love Dr. Pepper.
We
We're
got
sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I
No,
just
I
don't have Dr. Pepper right now.
I don't. We got a Dr. Pepper at the job. So that's usually my go-to drink, because Pepsi's alright, I fuck with it. I can't fuck with Sierra Mist. I can't. It's not the same. Pepsi is not the same as Coke. Sierra Mist is not the same as Sprite. I'll still drink Pepsi or Coke. I think they are similar. But Sprite and Sierra Mist, just some ain't right.
Yeah, Pepsi's a smoother version of Coke. But that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's not a deal breaker if I ask for Coke and you tell me Pepsi.
Yeah.
If I say Sprite and you say Sierra Mist, I'm like, okay, think about this. I'll probably still say yeah. But
Honestly, I don't know, man. I feel like they changed the formula.
well, now it's Mist Twist.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely changed the fucking formula. Because back in the day, Sierra Mist was really good. Like, my mom used to fuck with that. You know what else is really good? Fresca, bro. Fresca is like a sleeper. My mom used to fuck with that back in the day. And
you remember your mother on the seltzer shit that one day?
Bro, she's always on. She still drinks seltzer.
No, do you remember with me? Because I was pissed. Because y'all had tortilla chips. And I'm like, y'all got salsa? I was like, y'all got salsa? And she's like, and she was like, no. And then I came up like a half hour later, and I'm like, you said you didn't have salsa. She's like, I thought you asked me for seltzer. I'm like, why the fuck would I ask you for seltzer? Do I look like a fucking 50-year... Not even gonna go there, because if she watches this one day, she gonna beat my ass.
She gotta be 60.
I know. I know.
Right.
Shout out to Auntie Maria.
Shout out my mom, man.
Shout out Auntie
I
Maria.
love my mom.
I don't even know if I can make it. My boy's bachelor parties this weekend.
Don't be a dick, bro.
I'm in the wedding party, bro. I can't not go to the bachelor party. Like, I'm part of the wedding.
I can't not go.
And it's on Sunday? Who the fucking has a bachelor party on Sunday? What a weird day. Just a strange day to have a bachelor party.
Well, let's think. It's on Saturday. It's gonna roll into Sunday.
That doesn't make
And
sense.
then I'm not banking on being alive.
You gotta
I'm gonna make it if I can make it. You gonna pick me up?
Yeah, of course I'll pick you up. What are you talking about?
Like, if I am not, like, throwing up, dying, I'm gonna make it. But I plan to be dying. Because I need a fucking break.
Man, you sound like you plan on being a bum. It's gonna be a fucking great party.
Is there such a thing as a bad Rocha party?
No, but this one's gonna go down.
It's at the Century House, right?
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
He said, I guess.
I haven't looked.
I haven't looked. You send me the goddamn invitation, and he's like, I haven't looked.
Alright, because I got told about it. Because they thought they sent me an invitation. Or they thought they told me. Either way, like they thought one of those occurred.
No.
None of that happened.
You did it.
Found out mad late about it. And then got sent that invitation in a text message form to get sent to you and Logan. And I don't know. And now I need to know if you're RSVPing. My sister keeps asking me. And I'm just gonna tell her that both of you guys are probably not making it. Denzel's a hard maybe. But
If, I knew in advance. If these niggas told you when they was supposed to tell you, and you told me.
When I was supposed to tell you.
Oh my god.
You know? Like Rafi knew before me.
How? Literally how?
Well, because Kelvin was his boss before and they always talk.
That's right. That's still some bullshit.
That is.
That's still some fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Crazy.
How the fuck are you not gonna tell?
He was RSVP'd before I
How are
found
you
out?
not gonna tell her own fucking son about a fucking party? That's fucking bullshit.
I agree.
Fucking bullshit.
I concur.
Fucking bullshit.
Yep.
Fucking assholes don't know how to do shit right.
No. The last one just sufficed.
Fucking bullshit.
That's great. Yep. Alright, everybody, it's fucking week 13 of this motherfucker. Episode 13, we are killing. What the fuck are we doing? Do we have a name for this one? We'll come up with one.
I mean, it always just kind of happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It gets said throughout the episode if y'all haven't noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, besides the first one.
No, we said that.
Yeah.
We said that in the first one.
Right at the end, no?
I don't know when we said it, but we said it.
No.
Every episode title has been said in the episode.
And a lot of them said multiple times in every episode.
Yeah, because some asshole just can't let it go.
I'm never gonna let it go, man. RP Nipsey Hussle.
Oh my god.
It's
You want to
like
keep going?
one of those unfair fucking arguments. I just go, it's like, obviously, man. You know? Like,
Every time you start out, I'm just gonna
you know.
put one in there.
International Man Caller coming soon to a YouTube near you. What? That was mad. We got. Let's see. Alright, let's fucking.
I mean, fuck, man.
I don't want to start with the NBA because we've been starting with the NBA.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like trying to fucking think of what to start with. First.
It's just been a week, bro. It's just
Oh
been a
my
fucking
god.
week. Oh my
It's been a hell of a week, and it was like, it's wicked weird because it feels like it's been a while.
Because we
But at
normally
the
do it
same
on
time,
Tuesday, and
it
that was
had-
Wednesday night.
Yeah, but we did it on Monday
I
last
know.
week, so it was like
It's
a
even
day early,
longer.
now a day late, so it's like, holy shit.
Well, this is that bullshit, because like I told you, we had like all these bartenders on vacation, one's on maternity leave and shit. So we got 2 bartenders, and we trained one person to be a fill. So we technically have 3 bartenders right now, and one who can't even work that many bar shifts. So nigga, I closed on Tuesday last week, because I told them I would. Had Wednesday off. Did an open double on Thursday, closed on Friday, closed on Saturday, closed on Sunday, closed on Monday, closed this Tuesday that they didn't ask me to do,
They just scheduled me and I was
but
pissed.
that's bullshit. Like, I don't know. You're a good guy. Because I just wouldn't have showed up. I'm like, yo, look at my availability, bro.
It's not there.
Like, fuck right off. Okay? I'm not coming.
Then.
I'm not coming.
Open Wednesday.
Fuck you gonna do?
Open Thursday. Close Friday. And then I get the weekend off for the bachelor party.
And my mom's party.
Yeah. If I'm not dead.
Which you won't be.
I don't know.
No.
I might be dead after this week.
No.
I make no promises.
Elise?
Should have told him earlier. Yeah, I'm staring right at the camera. Right at you. I hope you feel me staring into your soul.
After all we've done for you.
All the Diddy Kong racing.
A bachelor. Over my mother.
Bruh.
I don't know. I had to take you down a guilt trip. Anything that almost make you come. You know? Anything that might tip the scale.
There is no tipping the scale here.
You're like, oh man, he's right.
No.
You're just laying there fucked up and you're just like, fuck, he was right. Oh, I love it.
Nope. I literally know all the pros and cons and all the what's right and what's wrong. I know I've had commitments already made for this weekend for like 3 months, 4 months.
Yep.
You gonna try to invite me to a party a week before the fucking party?
Not even.
Not even.
It might have been. Yeah, because, I don't know. That's debatable. It might have been Monday.
You sent me that shit.
It must have been Monday, because I was off Monday for jury duty, and that's the only day I would have time to do
Saturday.
Oh, yeah, word. Yeah, that's
Saturday.
That's a day off, so that sounds like that was it.
So, literally 8 days.
8 days.
8
I found
days.
out 10 days.
So what stopped you those 2 days?
I got the text message on the 8th day.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fucking A. No.
No, I just didn't update the chart yet.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna do that now.
No.
We just said we're not gonna do that
We're
yet.
We're doing it like last.
I know, we're not doing it yet. I know. I fucking know.
Ready? So, DJ Khaled's album came out.
Review time.
Alright, Father of a Son. Off rip, major key to me, still his best album. This album, better to me than Grateful, but I like the way DJ Khaled puts out his albums.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like just compilations. So basically, it kind of gives his last album a lot of replay value. Because there's just different features. You know what I mean? Like, there's just different, like, it's not like, oh, if I want to hear the new J. Cole, I'm going to go on DJ Khaled's album. Like, nah, if I want to hear DJ Khaled, J. Cole, I'm going to go back to Major Key. Or if I want to hear fucking certain, like, Pusha T, Jadakiss and shit, fucking, I'm going to go to Grateful. Like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of shit. And he had Drake on Major Key and Grateful. And he had... Alright, so he had Jay-Z and Future on Major Key. I got the keys. He had Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Future on Grateful with... What the fuck did they do? Oh, no. I think it was just Jay-Z and Beyonce on that one. Because that was Shining? Well, yeah, it was Shining. I think that was DJ Khaled's song. And... So then... This album was top off with Future, Beyonce, and Jay-Z.
Mm.
But there was no Drake on this album. Which to me is very telling. Well, not like... I don't know. Like, it's just weird to me. Why wouldn't you put Drake on this? And then, like, the way he's, like, advertises it, it, like, makes you think, like, him and Drake might have had, like, some sort of falling out. Over some... Probably some petty ass shit, but...
Rihanna's my girl. Oh yeah.
Fuck off.
You know fucking Rihanna? Oh yeah. That's mine. Oh yeah. Sound like Drake?
No.
Damn. You sure?
No.
Hey.
I just don't know. Like that seems like a winning formula. Like whenever they make a song, it's like a hit. So. But there was a lot of Lil Wayne. Well, there was more Lil Wayne than usual. Because he had Lil Wayne and, like, Travis Scott on major key, and that song was terrible. Like, it was such a bad song. It was, like, a Travis Scott song on his album, but it was, like, a remix for DJ Khaled's album with Lil Wayne. But the original song wasn't even good. And it was literally the same as the original song, only Lil Wayne had a verse on the end. Like, the whole song played, and then, like, Lil Wayne.
So it's just a remix.
It's almost like a mixtape cut, to be honest. Like I said, like the whole song plays regular, and then
just
the beat is just extended, and Lil Wayne has a verse. It's like, bro, fuck right off. And DJ Khaled's yelling somewhere on there.
I mean, doesn't he always?
Yeah, but
why am I yelling?
Just fucking Travis Scott, like, it was just weird as fuck and bad. And then he wasn't even on Grateful, so I was like, what the... Actually, he was on Grateful, but it was that stupid-ass song. It was, like, Chance the Rapper and shit. And, fuck, man, what was that fucking song called? Fuck, now I gotta look it up. I gotta know what it was. I got to speak the facts.
He did multiple songs with Chance?
Yeah, because he has No Brain on this one.
So then we talked about that last week.
Why did I just go to a new one? So, yeah, Grateful, it was fucking, I'm the One. That's what that dumbass song was called.
That's another Bieber and fucking...
Yeah, Quavo,
yep.
Yeah, this stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm the One, yeah.
Man. Fucking disappointment. Waste of a Lil Wayne feature. Yeah, so Grateful was the last one. Like I said, it had Shining to the Max with Drake. Wild Thoughts was on that shit. Damn, Wild Thoughts was on Grateful?
Mm-hmm.
No.
We talked about that, too.
Hey, I didn't know that. I thought that was on fucking...
We said Wild Thoughts and No Brainer, and we were like, oh.
I thought that was on fucking Major Key, though. That's crazy.
Wild Thoughts always upsets me every time I hear it. I've told you about this.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it, and I start to hear Maria Maria, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I hear DJ Khaled, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
It's a good song.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I just get hyped for, Carlos Santana. And then I don't get Carlos Santana.
Alright, so, into this album, though, right? So, track list, we got Buju Banton. A lot of people like that fucking guy. I guess he's, like, huge in the reggae scene, but...
We don't know reggae that much.
Yeah, I'm not, like... It's like I like reggae, but, like, I'm not, like, into it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at it.
I can hear it, but I'm not, like, I want to hear some reggae.
Nah, I am, but I just go to, like, the Mollies. That's it.
Well,
like, that's as far as it goes. I'm like Sean.
I won't change it, but I'm not like I don't want to hear reggae. No, I'm not going to reggae, but I won't change it.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, the Cardi B and 21 Savage song. I'm really not a Cardi B guy.
Same.
Like I don't know. I think it's her voice. She just sounds like annoying to me. Like she sounds like someone I wouldn't really want to hang in a room with for too long. Just oh my god.
Okay.
Stupid shit like that.
Cardi B to me is just kind of like
she's like this new generation wrapped up in one female.
Yeah, like what she is to me is like I've told you how I feel about Nicki before. I like her better on features than I do on her own songs. I don't hate Nicki, but I'm not like I want to hear Nicki. Cardi B is the next step past that to me. It's like I don't want to hear Cardi B. I don't even want to go to Cardi B. Even features, I'm like, like whenever I heard Finesse by Bruno, I'm like, oh shit, and then I hear Cardi and I'm like, eh.
Nah, I completely didn't even fuck with that song after I heard the Cardi shit on there.
I was like, I love the original, and then I heard Cardi on it, and I was like, because once I heard Cardi, I'm like, fuck, it's not the original. They don't play the original ever.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because she's fucking huge.
I know, she, her name's out there, and people fucking listen to her, so I'm not knocking the hustle. Yeah, no, but, you know.
She's like a cool person, just
as an artist, I am not a fan.
It's just not for me. But, they got, the song Jealous with Chris Brown, Lil Wayne. I think Jeremiah's on there, if I'm not mistaken.
Fucking interesting.
Yeah, Big Sean. And Jeremiah's on a different one. So it's Big Sean, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown on that one. That one I like a lot. It's like a catchy kind of song. But I like it. Just Us with SZA. It's Just SZA. And I don't know, not really.
Everybody gets like that solo track on a DJ Khaled album somewhere.
Yeah, SZA's the one, and it's always like the 4th or 5th track.
He's the one, yeah. See what I did there? See what I did there, right?
Stop that. Alright, so now we got You Stay. This has Jeremiah on it. This one is Jeremiah, Meek Mill, J Balvin, and fucking Lil Baby. It's alright. I like it a little bit. Like, I like who I like on it. Nah, I can't really say that. No, I can't. I just it's something about that song. I just don't bang it like on a regular. Like I won't turn it off if it comes on, but
we won't skip it.
I won't go to it. Like I won't start my shit there.
If you shuffle the album, it comes on. You're like, all right,
yeah, like, it's whatever.
Okay.
Celebrate with Travis Scott and Post Malone. I don't know, man. I haven't been the biggest Travis guy for a little while. Like
I
his
like
last album
one
was
Travis
kinda
song.
stupid. What?
Yes.
The one with Drake. I don't know. No idea. I know a lot of Travis songs. I like his Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight album.
It's off that album.
Yeah. No, that album's fire.
That is the one Travis Scott song I like off that album.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised you can't even guess it.
Oh, the Kendrick one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just like Kendrick's verse.
Yeah, that's all you like.
Yeah.
Fucking... That album was good. His last album was disappointing to me. A lot of people liked it. He got like nominated for a lot of shit, and it was just up there. And a lot
Isn't
of
it so weird to you when you see something get nominated for so much shit and you're like, why? I don't get it.
Well, that part, no. Because nominations don't really mean shit to me. And like all those award shows, just like numbers.
I mean, they don't mean shit to me either.
It's like Amazon, you know what I mean? But what really gets me is like the people, like the actual like Joe Budden and like just other people who like know music and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They were putting it high up on their list, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're not a fucking award show. Like,
right?
You have an actual opinion. Why the fuck are you putting that there?
Just
That's
why?
fucking like ridiculous. Well, I don't know. It wasn't for my ear. That shit was trash to me. But yeah, Travis Scott's kind of falling off to me. Like I said, I've never been the biggest Post guy. Like every now and then, I'll like a Post Malone song. Not even enough to turn it on. Like enough that I can hear it and like actually like I'll know the words and sing along to it and like just while I'm out if it's like it's cool.
Yeah, Post is the same thing for me. Like if it comes on, I'm like, I guess I'll hear it.
No, like that White Iverson I could bang to. Like if it's on. That Celebration shit, obviously, is like, you just can't avoid hearing that song, so you fucking can't beat a joint at that point, like, fuck off. And that's it. That's as far as my list goes for Post Malone, bro. I've never been the biggest Post guy. I tried with, he had like an album, almost like, how I was just saying, like, Travis Scott's last shit was. Like, everybody was like, oh my god, beer, bongs, and Bentleys, bro. What the fuck? This is fucking crazy. And I listened to it, and it's like, bro, this is kind of bad. But, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's just not for me. Like, I'm just not into that shit. But, I mean, the song is whatever. It is what it is. It's called Celebrate. It's like, alright, cool, whatever. I just said, like, Post Malone, Celebration, I like that. Cool. So, the song probably is what it is. Like, if I hear it out, it'll probably be cool. The Higher song with Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. So, I can't say it was disappointing, because, like, he's giving you, like, good lyrics on this shit. So, like, it's a really good song, it's just, like, it was on, like, a gospel-y kind of beat, and then they, like, switch it up to some real hip-hop shit right in the middle, but only for, like, a verse. But, like, overall, I like the song. I really like the video. I would just, I don't know, as a selfish fan, I'm always just waiting for that one verse that's just better than anything you've ever heard before. Like, for real. Like, from people I fucking like, bro, I just always want to hear something, like, really good. Which, like I said, it was just good, it just wasn't what I was trying to hear at the time.
Yeah.
Won't Take My Soul, Nas and CeeLo Green.
That sounds like an interesting combination.
You would like it, probably. I'm not the biggest CeeLo guy. I don't really fuck with CeeLo.
I like CeeLo on hooks.
Nah. And that's what he does on this is the hook.
Yeah.
And Nas is talking that talk. It's like on a slower kind of beat.
It's a Nas-esque.
I really liked when Nas was on that fucking Ooh La La shit on Major Key. That shit was the best Nas feature he fucking had yet. Grateful was alright, but it sounded like Nas wrote the song and then just put it on the beat.
He didn't write it to the beat.
Like, you remember when Frankie fucking put that verse on Believe It?
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of went in his notebook and
And
had
it's
a
like,
verse.
oh.
It's like, oh, this works. Like, it sounded like all the verses Nas put on that was literally just that. Like, this sounds like it works here. But, I mean, it's cool. Like, it is what it is. I haven't listened to that one too many times. So, I don't want to, like, hate on it too much. But, Weather the Storm is the next song. That's my favorite song on the shit so far. Not the song that I think is the best song, but it's my just favorite song to listen to. It has Meek Mill, Lil Baby, fucking... Oh, who else is on this shit? I don't know, I guess that's just it. Just Meek Mill and Lil Baby. I could have sworn someone did that fucking hook.
And of course, DJ Khaled.
Yeah, DJ Khaled is on every one of these.
We the best. We global.
Yeah, no, that song is dope as fuck. It's funny because... Alright, so... This is also funny, and I actually kind of just realized this, because I just said that he didn't have a Drake feature on something. He never had a Meek feature on any of the other ones. Now there's 2 Meek features and no Drake feature. But it's just kind of weird because it's like, alright, that would have been a telling thing if it was like a year ago, like before they pieced it up. But now it's kind of like, why wouldn't you do that now? Like, this would have been the perfect time to get them both on a track. Like, you should have had the fucking smash of the summer with them two, right? Real quick. Like, he kind of missed an opportunity there.
It's like when T.I. and Luda squashed their beef, and they each traded a feature on each other's albums, which I think that one was Paper Trail and Theater of the Mind. Yeah, because Theater of the Mind, he did Wish You Would. And Paper Trail, they did On Top of the World with B.O.B.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but for sure that was like a missed opportunity and just a weird thing. So, I just don't know why he wouldn't have Drake on shit. But now that I see that he has Meek on it, it's just kind of like a weird fucking like realization, like why.
Don't ask me, ask DJ Khaled.
Especially at this time, like it's, I don't know. I just wonder where that would come from, like if it would just like DJ Khaled like saying, yo, or if it just like happened that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it just happened that way, but it's just funny like that is. But the next song, Big Boy Talk, with Young Jeezy and Rick Ross. That song was good. Yeah. I like it. I think it's a really good song because they only have one verse each. I feel like it would have been a little stretched if they did any more. Either, like, even if it was like a verse where they went back and forth or something. But, like, anything more kind of would have been too much. That song was good for what it was. I enjoy it. Freaking You, I really like the beat. It's Lil Wayne and Gunna. That shit, I'm not the biggest Gunna guy. Like, I try to listen to him. I like him with Lil Baby, but his solo shit, a lot of his other features besides Lil Baby, I don't really fuck with him. But yeah, this song is alright. Like, the beat is dope as fuck. Like, I really like the beat. Then you got the 2 singles in a row, which is odd placement. Top Off and No Brainer. And it's like, it's damn near the end of the album. It's like, what the fuck? So, those songs are obviously, they've been out for a fucking year and a half now, so everybody's heard them.
Gangsta Beyonce.
What the fuck they are, yeah. She's screaming free my nigga Meek Mill. And now he's free in the album, though.
Gangsta Beyonce.
He's on the album. That's pretty funny.
Free my nigga Meek Mill. Bitch, I'm on the album.
Thank You with Big Sean.
Big Sean was the other solo?
That's the outro to me. because there's another Buju Banton song that's a real outro, but the intro and outro Buju Banton, I don't even count it. I counted from the Cardi B song, the fucking Big Sean. So fucking Thank You, that's the best song on the whole album. For sure.
Really?
Like, it's dope. Like, Big Sean's killing. He killed that
I know
shit.
you've been waiting on that, nigga.
Yeah, nah, facts. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because last time I really got excited for Big Sean shit, and he, like, didn't really give me anything. Like, I don't know, I guess I can't say that. Because what I'm thinking of is, like, the No More Interview shit. And that was actually weak as fuck. And everybody liked that shit. I thought it was weak as shit. I didn't like the beat. I don't like how he flowed on it or nothing. Like, it was... It was But then the album he came out with was cool, though. I like that album. But, yeah, nah, Thank You was definitely the best song on there. For sure. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the intro is Holy Mountain with Buju Banton, and the outro is Holy Ground with Buju Banton. And, hey, you feel like reggae? They're cool.
So, what would you rate the album out of 10?
Out of 10, bro. Right now, I'll give it a 7. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Felt like you were going to give it a 6 the way you were talking about it.
Nah. There's more songs that I like than don't like. Mm-hmm. And especially if you don't, like if you really don't count the intro and outro. Then it's almost like an 8, to be honest. If I don't gotta count the 2 reggae songs, it's an 8.
Well, there you have it. New DJ Khaled.
Yeah, Father of a Son. That shit.
7 out of 10 from K. Hilly.
7 out of 10. Yeah. Looking forward to any fucking new music. I think a lot of people will drop now that, like, Khaled is out the way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're almost halfway through the year, so...
Yeah, but for that aspect of it, I think he kind of played us a little bit. Like, it wasn't the album that I thought it was going to be. Like, waiting this long, it's like, bruh. I was supposed to get something better than Major Key.
And this is what you got, so,
Major Key was like it was almost like a mixtape, bro. Like, everybody was rapping their fucking ass off on there. That shit was crazy.
Bro, and you're still giving this a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
And if they didn't have the intro and the outro, it 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So you're still saying this is really good.
Yeah. To me, fucking Major Key is a 10 out of 10 album. I think I put it on my top 5 fucking albums list.
Pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
Somebody go back and tell us.
Yeah. Tell us. I'm
Let us
pretty
know.
sure I did. And if I didn't, I fucked up. That shit is a great fucking album. Front to back, like, it's fucking amazing.
So what you're saying is, you just had such high expectations for this album.
Yeah, that it's like ignorant. It's almost like Carter 5 to me.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Carter 5 is great, but it's just, I had such
The bar
high
that was set,
expectations. Like, fuck off. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But good fucking CD. I'm pretty sure I'll hear it fucking for the next 6 months. to a year. At least fucking a couple songs will catch. The song Chris Brown and Lil Wayne will definitely be everywhere for a while. That jealous shit, that's gonna be there. Like, till next summer. Like, and next summer. I'm kind of hoping... This is weird. I want to see what single French Montana drops. I don't care about his project, because I never really care about his projects. But he's always good for one good single. Like, he had that Unforgettable shit. He had the fucking, like, Stay Scheming. Like, he's always good for, like, that one song that's like, alright, I can dig it.
I thought that was Rick Ross's song.
Was it?
And French was just featured. Unless they did the thing where they both put it on their own album.
I don't know.
I thought it was a Rick Ross single.
But either way, they had the fuck. What was the one he did with Drake?
Oh, you know me. I don't really listen to French that much.
He like dissed Joe Budden.
He
did
fucked
the
up.
pump it up. Oh man.
I don't even know. I don't even know it like that.
Damn, I can't believe that shit. I gotta look that up. That's fucked. That song was big. I'm definitely listening to that when I leave. For sure. Like, I used to love that song. Now I can't even remember the name of it. That's the problem with Drake nowadays. For real.
I remember all the Drake songs I liked.
He's a microwave ass nigga.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can only like him for... I can only like his new shit for a certain amount of time, bro.
Even then, I don't even fuck with his new shit like that.
No, I do.
I hear it and
Whenever
I'm
he
like...
comes out, he's the hottest nigga out for like that week.
I hear it and I'm just like, it's not the same. Nothing was the same. Huh? See what I did there? Did you?
Not good enough.
But did you see what I did there?
That's not good.
But did you see it though?
You gotta do all the albums now. So you gotta find
Bro,
out.
you'll thank me later.
Cool.
Until then, take care.
Alright. Wow.
I'm trying. Am I only missing 2?
Nah, you're missing like 3, 4, maybe.
I don't even know the names of his albums.
Oh no, you're missing 4. Actually, you might be missing 5. To be honest, there's Views from the 6. If you're reading this, is 2.
Those are the only 2 I can think of.
There's the one with Future, whatever the fuck that was.
That's a collabo. Don't count that shit. That's a collabo.
It counts. It's still a Drake album.
Well, shit. It's a great time to be alive, then.
No. Doesn't work. It was What a Time to Be Alive.
All this shit going on with abortion, what a time to be alive.
Fuck, there was one more. Oh, the newest one, Scorpion.
I'm a Scorpio. Call me a Scorpion.
Hey.
Hey, but if you're reading this, it's already too late. It's an NBA chart. It's my NBA chart. It's just my views from the 6. But nigga, do I got 2 stories for you and everybody here.
You got some stories?
Oh yeah, I got 2. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. So, I went to work a little bit earlier on Tuesday last week because I had to pay off my tux at Men's Warehouse for the rental for the wedding. So, let me do that now. I walk in, and it's prom season, bro. You already know it. So, they're, like, understaffed. So, one guy's like, I'll be with you a minute. And I'm like, I ain't in no rush. I got 30 minutes. You know how I am. I'm just like, whatever. So, a few minutes go by, and this dude walks in, and he's in a suit. And the dude who's working goes, oh my God, you're here. And he's like, yeah, am I late or something? So I'm like, oh my God, this guy works here. It's awesome. And the dude's like, well, no, so-and-so called earlier and said you weren't going to be able to make it today, so they asked me to stay on a double. But now that you're here, I can go home. And the dude stared at him for like 3 seconds, confused as fuck. And he turned around and walked out the door. I was like, what the fuck? This
So the dude who walked out?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He walked in.
Didn't say a word to him about you, like the other guy leaving?
No, he walked in. Homeboy was like, oh, you're here. He said, why am I late? He said, so-and-so called and said you weren't going to be coming in today because you couldn't make it. And they asked me to stay on a double. But now you're here and I can go home. And nigga just stared at him for like 3 seconds, not knowing what the fuck he was talking about, and then just turned around and walked out the door. Because it clicked. Oh, someone said I wasn't going to make it?
Bet I'm not going to make it.
And that dude was a fucking champ because he was like, well, I guess it's back to work. And I was like, nigga, you're a champ because I would have chased his ass out that fucking door.
Yo, facts. I'm not letting that nigga just leave, like, without saying nothing. Like, didn't even just say bye, nigga?
No,
just say,
like, he gave him the look like,
my head.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that shit's crazy. That shit was crazy. And he had a fucking upbeat attitude. I give that nigga all the props in the world. Nigga that works at fucking Men's Warehouse, you know who you are. Shout out to you. MVP.
I guess so.
Shout out to you, bro, because I would have lost my fucking job that day.
It wouldn't have been a good time.
For him.
Yeah.
So, second thing fucking happened today at work. Because our DM's son works in the restaurant, right? So, I'm doing my cash out and shit. I'm in the office. Now, we have our Blaze and Reward system, which every restaurant has their reward system. So what they do with us is they track how many phone numbers for the system we add onto the checks. And they want us to get 30% of our checks a day. So, the DM's son was in the office because he was working and it was slow and I was getting ready to leave. So I'm getting my draw all together and shit. And they do this like team kind of huddle thing now. Where a few people, they bring them in randomly, and they're just like, all right, we're just going to do, like, a team-building thing. Yeah. It's bullshit. So he just did his, and he had to fill out a thing where it's like, write a goal for yourself for work. So he's like, man, I should have changed mine to becoming a WCT, which is a trainer, so I can train Jacob to serve. Jacob's this boy who hosts.
Mm.
And so my GM's like, yeah, how about you actually get 30% blazing first, and then we'll talk about you even thinking about training. And he's like, Mike, what are you talking about? My numbers are not that bad. And he's like, what do you mean they're not that bad? You literally had 0% the other day. And he goes, Mike, I'm trying my best. And this is where this nigga loses it. He's like, you're trying your fucking best. And he snatches the paper from the other manager. He's like, you had 14 checks with 0 blazons. How the fuck is that trying? That is not fucking trying. Now you pissed me off. And he's just like ranting, right? So the other manager finally cracks and he starts dying. I'm already losing my shit because this is one of the funniest fucking things I've seen all day. So he's like, yeah, I'm like, how was the other day? Yesterday I got 20, he's like, I got 40%. He goes, you had 5 fucking checks. He's like, yeah, and I got 2 out of 5. 40%. Learn the stats, Mike. Mike's like, and the day before you got 0. He's like, that's old stats, Mike. That's old fucking stats. You gotta talk numbers, Mike. Talk numbers.
Oh my.
And so the GM gets a look, and I just say, wow, you have that look if I really want to fire this motherfucker, but I can't.
Like right now.
And he says something, I don't remember what else he said, but then the GM goes, oh, I bet your parents are real proud of you. And so he goes, yeah, but I can tell you for a fact they're not proud of you. And I was like, ah!
Oh, shit.
And it's fucked up because we all know it's true.
That is fucking funny.
So me and homegirl that heard it, we both just like clutched onto each other and walked out of the office. Because at that point we're like, nah.
Nah, fam. So, who gets the win?
Oh, he got the win.
Who? District manager, son?
Yep.
Okay.
He got the fucking win. Because how do you come back from that? You don't. You don't.
Just don't come back to that.
Now, he is a little savage though, I'll give him that. I was fucking... we always do dumb shit at work. And I don't remember what it was, but I dunked on him. And he was like, I'll give you that one for the... I'll give you that one... Oh my god. I don't even remember how he said it, but he was like, I'll give you that one for all the licks you took back in the 1800s.
Jesus Christ.
We was all like, what the fuck did you just say? He was rolling. Racism is bad, though.
And this is a white guy?
Yeah. But there's just something about the quips.
And this is...
That's funny. To me.
And his parents own you? Legally?
Just his dad.
That's a bad look.
Just his dad.
Bad look. Yeah. See what happens when you actually assess the situation?
Oh, I didn't say it was a good situation.
Nah, I'm just fucking... Yeah,
to me, that shit's just funny.
Racism is funny as fuck.
We grew up on Chappelle. We know how to take it in
You know what
stride.
it is because we are part of the generation that don't understand that shit. Because we don't see color. Eventually there will be no racism, but it's gonna take a really long time because it's gonna... Eventually it'll filter out. It's just... Like, I feel like it's a majority now of people who aren't racist, so...
I
But
do feel
there
like it
is
is a
still a
majority.
good portion of people. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of racist motherfuckers. I just wouldn't say it's more than half the world. You know what I mean? I think
wouldn't say
more
it's
than half the world is not racist at this point.
I think more than half the world is losing their fucking minds about abortion, but we're not going to get into that because that's a whole bunch of shit we don't want to talk about.
I don't know. I feel like abortion was fine how it was.
I feel like, bro, it's not affecting you. Just fuck off. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, no.
Fuck off. Leave it alone.
Just let a woman choose what she wants to do.
Fact. She wants to have the baby, cool. She doesn't, alright. Like, what the fuck ever. It's...
Like, there are times where abortion is necessary.
Like the 11-year-old girl and fucking wherever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Like that, just like...
So it's like, bro, you can't just fucking...
No,
fuck all that.
the lengths they're taking, it's fucking crazy, too. Like, yeah,
Like
if
they're
you
just
leave...
trying to find something to do.
If you
They're
leave the
just trying to
state
find
and you get an
anything they
abortion,
can say.
we gonna punish you.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Like, fuck out of here. It has nothing to do with you. It's all fucking old-ass white people.
Yeah.
As we just said, we don't see color.
We don't. We make fun of all races. Even our own.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
It's like, why not, you know? You gotta fucking smile in life.
I'm not gonna let you bring me down.
That's all it is, man.
Like shit.
Fucking, over some jokes?
You know how we is. Like, if there's no malice behind what you say, we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care. If you're not... Even if you're attempting to insult me, I'll shrug that
I was
shit
just
off.
gonna say, even if the intent is kind of
Yeah.
malice, like, we usually would just kind of not really give it. We kind of laugh it off. But, you know, it'd be mad funny sometimes. Sometimes people will say some, like, low-key racist ass shit to me. And, like, they won't even realize it. Like, they won't even realize how fucking racist it was.
And then he's just like, Brett,
Like,
listen to that
I was
again.
walking with some old-ass white dude at work. I won't say his name, but...
Shout out old ass white dude.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But he said something, bro. But like one of my like darker skinned friends walked by and like said like what's up to us and stuff. I forget what the fuck this nigga said, but it was like fucked up, nigga. Like it was like, alright, there was a quick second where it was funny because I was I obviously knew like he was just kind of playing around. But then in my head I'm like, damn, like that's some racist ass shit though. Like so, like the joke was funny, but to be that racist with someone that you don't even know,
You gotta
like,
figure out their levels of racial tolerance.
It's like, bro, I'm half black. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just like to like remind people. Like, I wish I fucking told them that, but I didn't. But it was like fucked up. Like it got awkward real quick because as I assessed it, it went from a quick like ha, so it just silence.
Ha, oh.
And then I was just thinking about it, and then I realized that it was silent for so long, and I'm like, oh my god, he must know I'm thinking about this. And then fucking, like, I just kept thinking about it, and I thought about what he was thinking about me thinking about it. And I was like, damn, he probably realized he done fucked up. But whatever, I'm not, like, I don't know. It just,
I'm not gonna dwell on this shit,
that I
like-
was just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this is just so crazy, bro.
Like, it's the craziest shit you hear on the spot that you're like, whoa, I actually gotta think about this. And then you're like, I thought about it.
Yeah, it's
for
like,
too
damn,
long.
because you know what it was, too? Like, it hit me that, like, he's an older white dude. Like, an old-ass white dude. Like, retired already once white dude. Like, he's old as fuck.
And he chose to come out of retirement for Amazon?
I don't know if that's 100% true. He might not have. But he's definitely, like, eligible to retire.
Mm.
Like, he's, like, I think he said he's turning, like, 63 this year? Some shit. It's like, bro.
Goddamn.
Like, why are you still here? Taking my fucking job. But,
Get a life.
But yeah, no, I mean, just, that's the fucked up shit that gets me. Like, when it's low-key racist and, like, it's almost like, I've never liked when people make a joke about something that almost describes you and says, but not you, though. So it's like, nigga, yes, it is me. It's 100% me. You just don't want to say it in front of my fucking face right now. Like,
Bro, I get that. That's why, like, I hate, like, light-skinned niggas. But not you.
fuck you.
See? It's bullshit.
It is. It just doesn't make sense.
It does not make any sense. You're like, but that is literally me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
No, people be tripping. People be tripping on some shit, but I'm not gonna let it affect me. Like that's like how Alex is. Like she hangs on like every little thing, like every little word, and I'm always like, you can't fucking live like that. Like you're gonna have a miserable fucking life. if you hang on every little thing people say.
Yeah, especially just when people say, like, that's just, it's like, fuck what people are gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why I don't know. That's why I kind of dress the way I do. Like, to a point, like, I always want to do some shit that, like, nobody's doing just to make them say, why the fuck would you do that? Like, I like it more when people say, why the fuck would you wear that? Like, shit like that, like, I don't know.
Well, time to break out the Titus pants.
Because I like that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I like something, bro, I'm wearing that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Titus pants time.
Hey, there you go. Boom, shot it back up.
One short pant leg, one long pant leg.
Yeah, I mean...
Makes no fucking sense.
Nah, that's not Titus pants. Nah, that's a Run DMC pants. Yeah. They were doing it before.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Like, that era. That was like an era of life right there. Like if you... It might even be like a 90s party. Like, if you go to a 90s party, there might be people in there with that. My brother used to do that shit a lot.
Well, like, too, when fucking LeBron was in the finals last year, he had his fucking short suit.
That was terrible.
I was like,
Terrible.
why are you doing that?
I don't know why people are doing that. People, like, still do that. Like, what are you doing?
They're like, I don't want to wear a full suit. I'll just wear shorts.
Get it together, bro.
Get it together.
Like,
Get your shit
for real,
together.
like, I don't know. That's just not... I don't know. I going off of what I just said, it kind of seems weird because it's like, why the fuck would you do that? And I said I liked you like that, but that is just ridiculous. Like, no fucking way, bro. That's a suit, bro. Stop it.
Stop it.
Like, they just... No.
You're fucking LeBron James. Stop it.
Stop it. Like, you're better off coming out with, like, a fucking... Like, a t-shirt blazer.
Be Westbrook.
Like a blazer, like, part of it, but with the sleeves cut off.
Mm.
Do that first, alright? Introduce us to that first. Don't come out with... And not only that, don't come out with some fucking knee-high shorts, bro. They can't be knee fucking high. They gotta be, like, past your knees, like, come on. Like, I hate that shit. I have a big fucking pet peeve of, like, shorts above knees on guys. I think that shit looks sketchy as fuck.
I mean, that's all the NBA used to be.
Yeah, sir.
And that's track shorts, too. Those were annoying.
So my nigga AI, when I started watching fucking basketball,
Yeah.
changed all that. Said, nigga, I ain't wearing that shit. The fuck?
No, I hated it when I ran track, too, because some shits was like...
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Is it fucking ball shorts? Like, it's fucking terrible. I don't know.
But, you know...
I can't get down with the small shorts thing.
I'm not a fan of it,
Good.
but it was what it was.
Like, even my bathing suits had to be, like, past my knee.
Yep. Agreed. Always past the knee.
Yeah.
You know, as niggas, we get ashy knees.
Yeah.
It's all the field work.
I guess, in that respect.
Subtle racism.
Cool.
We got it.
We here.
I hate us. I hate ourselves. I hate everything about us.
Let's see. Any other sponsors we got to shout out?
Aquafina. Fuck the Fiji.
Hey, Fiji. Fuck Aquafina.
If there wasn't a child like right under us, I would have slapped that shit out your hand.
Dun, 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 dun.
Please wait.
Dun, dun, dun,
Please
dun.
wait.
No, this can't wait.
No,
this is
please
very,
wait.
very important this week. Dun, 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 dun.
It's gonna take me like 10 seconds to say something.
It is the Big 3 update. So, Big 3 update this week.
No.
Me and this guy are gonna try to get tickets to go in July when they come to Providence. And besides that, that's the Big 3 update this week. I just had to do a weekly update.
Go on.
Dun, 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 bam, bam, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Big 3. 3. 3. Big 3. Big 3. And that's the Big 3 update for the week. Woo! Killing out here. Yep.
What are you doing?
The week that we're gonna try to go, fucking, I'm pumped as fuck. The aliens versus the fucking
I know what you're saying,
team,
man.
the enemies. Niggas better not be injured. That fucking game, nigga. Mike, baby's playing that fucking day. Fucking, that means eventually I'm gonna probably see Jamario Moon in there and shit. Fucking, this is a motherfucker we're gonna see. I think. Oh, Shannon Brown is on fucking
Chris Brown?
the aliens. Yeah, Chris Brown's brother. Yeah, that is gonna be a good fucking day.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. A nice little
I'm gonna see if Corey wants to fucking go too. Corey
if he shows up.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll come, but
We'll see.
I'll still extend the offer,
We'll see.
Just be a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know?
What I was going to say, before that, I thought about it.
You didn't think too hard.
I didn't, what?
You didn't think too hard.
No, because something came up and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I got to tell him about that.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So, when I was working on Monday, it wasn't Monday, it was Saturday. I was working on Saturday. I got the table. It was it's probably like 2 years younger than us. And we got a duck machine, right? So,
Hold the fucking phone. What?
we got a duck machine.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. You got
It's like a claw machine with the ducks.
Oh, alright.
It's a duck machine.
Okay, sure.
So, this thing's like, look at my duck. And I just swatted that shit into the next booth. I was like, bro, my duck! Actually, I lied. I swatted it and it went in between the people on the other side of the booth. And then he's like, you're not gonna hit my duck this time. I'm like, alright, well, you're not gonna have your fucking strawberry lemonade. But really, I moved it just so I wouldn't swat the strawberry lemonade. And he was like, yeah, you're not gonna hit my duck. And then I swatted that shit into the next booth.
Jesus.
And he's like, my duck, bro. I'm like, go fucking get it. And I just took a step back.
And you're just bullying these kids. What a fucking good server. We might want to go to Buffalo Housing eventually.
Hey,
Get this guy.
I'm an asshole to people and they tip me well.
You're like squilling right now. Yeah, you just gotta keep it consistent. As long as it's you.
That's
why I
drink Aquafina.
Nobody can do nothing but fucking respect it, you know? Come on. Come on. That's fine. That's fine. No, that's not. I might do that for the next Big 3 update. Damn, I'm about to like chug my water so I can do that shit. That shit was cool as fuck.
You're welcome.
You're like squillium right now.
Alright, Squidward.
Yeah.
Squilliam fancy, son.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, Squidward.
Yeah.
Squilliam.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wasn't even planned.
Pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. Could do it again if you tried.
Probably not.
Yeah. Good.
It's like a maraca. It's a water raca?
Get the fuck out.
This is my house.
Fuck out of
This
here.
is my fucking house.
I mean, alright, fine. I'll fucking...
Alright, so this is Kyle's podcast. Representing from the 508. We got my guy sitting on the floor.
Boo!
This is a great podcast.
Boo!
So this guy fucking outside the door fucking blows. At
Boo!
so we kind of have to get it together. Oh,
Bring
man.
back Denzel.
No. Okay, Denzel
Bring
doesn't.
him back.
We're good.
Bring him back.
Alright, so what do we got for you?
You can edit. You can edit.
Yeah, shout out my guy who edits.
You can edit.
Used to be my co-host, but now he's just my editor. Alright, I'll welcome our next guest on the show. Come on. Woo! We got none other than the Kang, K-A-N-G-G. The second G is always lowercase, but the first one is always uppercase. This would be the Kang.
What up, y'all?
Alright, so what do we got? So how'd you get into music, man?
There really is no, like, definitive way. It's just kind of like I always really related to a lot of music, so I was like, you know, like I can just try it and see how that goes.
Nice.
It was like the escape, you know?
Nice.
Escape for everything, because I was, you know, that kid that didn't say much. So I was like, yeah, this is the way to do it.
I like it. It's a good story. It's a good little background story. There you go.
You know, short, sweet, and to the point. Keep it simple.
What was your first project?
My first project that people actually heard?
No. First one you actually did. First CD.
My first CD.
Yeah, like mixtape.
My first CD, that was Emotions of a King. And that one I recorded. Each CD I recorded somewhere different. That one I recorded in the Dealing with Life studio. That's a shout out to Clint. Shout out Laka.
Hey.
And it's funny because how that came about. I know that Clint was looking, you know, like videographer and like other kind of artists. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And he's like, all right, like, show me something. So I literally just took something I wrote, recorded it, shot a video to it. And he was like, yeah, all right, that shit's dope. And my brother-in-law actually told me, because I did a shot where I was sitting on top of the fridge and I had the camera from down. And he was like, who the fuck thinks of that? Like, nobody stopped to sit on a fridge and just have the camera coming from the other side.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's me. But the first project, the Emotions of a King, I kind of like burned out re-recording all my old stuff to have better quality because I didn't have a studio.
So you always did your own shit?
Yeah.
You always, like, found your own beats and...
I always looked for my own beats. Sound
your
click was a
own
big
music.
thing. I wrote my own music. The only time where I didn't really plan a couple of things was more around the second mixtape when I worked more closely with my brother because he would try to plan things like, all right, we should do this, we should do that, da-da-da-da. And that's a whole different story for a different day.
For a different day for the next story. We're just still on Emotions of a King. So let's talk about that. What were some highlights on that one?
On the Emotions of a King highlights, that whole album had a very big story concept to it because I followed through with, because you knowing me personally, a lot of my music comes from like relationships I've had with people or in the past or what I would like to have, and so it was all kind of like the story of like a relationship, like the good, the bad, how it turns out, and like doubling back to it if it happens. But the funny thing is, it's like it's two different relationships kind of blended into one on a personal standpoint. Because I had one relationship that was like nothing but like good, and I had another like kind of sort of relationship that was done. But like, this is just some bullshit. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Just having a me phase.
But yeah, you know, we all have that one relationship. I feel like we're like, I don't know why I'm putting up with this shit.
I had a bunch of those ones.
And then, you know, once that split off, I even had an interlude in between. It was like, do my own thing. And, you know, like, I'm going to do my own thing. And I kind of just, like, threw kind of all of my emotions and then, like, reminiscing on the past with, like, friends there. Or, like, what I'm trying to do now, shooting, like, looking at the future, what I'm thinking then. And then it all doubled back, too, because I did have a run-in with my ex. And I was like, all right, I'm going to throw a double back on that. And it's... Towards the end, it was really just all about staying humble. Really. But as highlight tracks, I'd have to say Keep It Smooth was one of my favorites. Yeah. Just because of the way I went off with it.
That was dope.
And Crystal Ball.
That's one of my favorite verses I've ever spit.
I really liked my last verse on Crystal Ball.
That whole song was fire.
And
that was probably like our best shit at that time.
At that time, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
And then it's very... I know you'll feel the same way about it. The song we did about my Titi and Hannah.
Nigga, I need you to like send me that. I go online to like look for that shit and I just can't find that shit anyway.
I'll definitely send that to you. Yeah. But that one's always a special place, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like sometimes I just want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I'll definitely send it to you. But those are definitely the highlights. I mean, even the intro track, Easy to Me. I did like Easy to Me because I was like,
Easy to Me was dope.
That was the first real kind of aggression out of me. Because even then, back then, I listened to it and I'm like, I had like no aggression in anything. And Easy to Me was where that was the first time I really kind of heard that establishment. And it's funny because that was the first track I recorded. Mm-hmm. But that was just the one that...
You kind of did everything like in sequence, huh?
Yeah, almost. Yeah. That's just how I wrote it, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's dope, man. How about your next project? What was that?
The next project was Fears of Success. And that one, I recorded most of that in the basement studio for Frankie Ryman. Shout out, Frankie. And another bit of it I recorded down at Third Eye. Which I don't even think is a thing anymore. Which is like sad.
Really?
But yeah, because that's not their thing anymore. No, that's not their place. I know that. So I don't even know if like they're around or...
Damn, that might be facts.
No, I know, that's some crazy shit, right?
Damn, Third Eye, bro. What?
But Fears of Success, I was like well into college life at that point. And I definitely evolved in that one because there was a lot of a different feel. It wasn't all like the story of one relationship. It was more just in general a compilation of different music. And you know me with my music, I always put like a lot of very personal feelings into the music. I never just said anything to say it. If I said it, there's a reason for it. Mm-hmm. And in that album, which even with the opening, which was The Race, you know, I definitely found a lot more different styles of wordplay, and I found, you know, different deliveries, and, excuse me, different deliveries, different flows, you know, I even tried to slow some things down, and that was a really fun project. There came tension with that project, though, because of, like I said, I was working with my brother, and that's a shout out to him. But we just have different ideas, and we see things. We're so alike, but we see things so different. So there was, you know, a couple differences here and there, and there was even a point where I was just like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Like I got to like that point, which is sad to say, and that's no disrespect to him. It's just that's the point it got to for me, because I'm like, I don't see it like this. Like there was even the last track on it, Return of the King. I very, very particularly wanted to have myself and 3 other guys on it. I just wanted to do like a straight run through rip. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, nah, like you're just gonna do it with Chris, which shout out Young C, my cousin Chris out in Atlanta. He's like, nah, like you're just gonna do it with Chris and it'll be fine. Like drop a hook on it, And I'm like, well, no, like this is what I want to do with it. Like this is my song. This is what I want to do. He's like, all right, well, I'm paying for that studio time. And I'm like, fine. I already had to pay the last 3 anyway. Like, it's just, and I think that's where like the split came from working very, very closely with him on music. But even then, that's when Frankie told me like Third Eye was doing the Winter Jam, and like, oh yeah, like you can perform there and blah blah blah. And I was ready to go. Like I had like a set put together. I was all set. And then I had it on CD. And I get there and they're like, yeah, the CD player's broken. And I was like, fuck off. He's like, we got an aux cord. So I'm scrolling through my phone trying to find some shit. And I had the instrumental for the Lost Ones remix I did. The J. Cole Lost Ones. So I'm like, all right, I just gotta do that then. Man, word. And I was not prepared for it at all. I wasn't ready, but it was a good time. People was rocking with it. It was clapping with it. There were definitely things I'll do different now because I know differently. Mm-hmm. But that's the second album. If you want some, there was one line in particular that stands out on that entire album, and Raph thought that line was the funniest fucking thing of all time. Because it was on Love for Music, which was the second track off it. And I was talking about in particular, like, a relationship, how, you know, like, somebody says, like, you're the one who changed this and that, when you know, like, I didn't change, you know, like, I'm growing up, like, you're the one who's, like, you know, flipping the coin on me. So I said, there are realer people in a fairy tale. There are realer girls you blow up that get sent in the mail. And Raph, I remember Raph listened to it and he played it back. And he's like, did you just call her a blow-up? Like, bigger than a blow-up doll? Like, I was like, yeah, I did. But that album experience taught me a lot of the harder side of working with people. Because I worked with so many different people on that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, I kind of do want to keep it a smaller circle for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But, it was still a fun project altogether. And I still hear it back and I'm just like, whew.
For sure.
Still can improve.
Yeah, that was only the second one in.
Yeah.
What came after that?
After that, I believe I tried working on, I did have like another project in the works, but for some reason it just never, it never really heavily came together. So I eventually ended up dropping an EP. But that's when the actual Third Eye Summer Festival came around, and Frankie told me like, go like audition for this. Now this next work I'll get to afterwards. And Frankie's like, go audition for this and da 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 da. And so I did. And then I didn't hear anything for a while, so then Frankie calls me. And this is like 3 days before the actual thing. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, I wanted to see if you could still perform this Saturday, da 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 da. I asked if they liked your tape and nothing, and they said, well, yeah, we recorded it and everything. We went to watch it back, and something happened with the audio, and we couldn't hear any of it. So I'm like, thanks for not calling me, guys. I really, really appreciate that, because I would have went back and did it again.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so Frank, he just vouched for me at that point, and he was just like, yeah, just put him on the show. Literally just put him on the show.
No doubt.
So, and I remember I was like the second person on. And you know how Third Eye is, like, early on, like, there's not many people there.
Yeah.
And that's, for those who don't know, that's at Buttonwood Park, and it's not far from, like, the basketball courts. It's a big hip-hop culture festival. And so I was like, alright. So I quickly put together a set.
For those of y'all wondering, I was there.
I quickly put together a set. I opened up with Greatest Alive. I went into Claiming the Throne. From there, I went into Believe Me. And I was going to do, I think I was going to do What If, but then I just scratched that last minute. Because I was like, alright, it's opening. I threw it in there just in case there was more people, but there wasn't. So I was like, alright, I'm going to scratch the slow one. And then I went into something new I was working on for the next project, which was called All I Know.
That song was fun.
And I loved that. It was one of my favorite things.
I wanted to hear that shit recorded. And you never...
I mean, I did, but I didn't get it to a point that I liked. So I went through it, and I remember in particular when I cut the fourth song, I said, like, before going into the last song, I told him, hold up. And, that's what I was going to say. The guy who went on before me, he remixed Jay-Z's Lost Ones. But it wasn't on any, like, real shit, It was on, like, I'm the shit, like, get at me. But I'm like, that's not the type of beat you use for that, Like, that's something you want some, like, real shit on. That's not what you, like, throw, like, Little Yachty on. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was really kind of turned off by it. Like, no disrespect to Homeboy. I'm sure, like, you did your thing. Like, you obviously, like, got by to get on there. So no disrespect to Homeboy. But, like, I was like, that's just the wrong beat for that. So I wasn't vibing with it. Not to sound like a hater or anything. I just wasn't vibing with it. So I went up, did my thing. And then before I got to the last song, I kind of plugged, like, everything was from, like, the last tape, Phase of Success. This next song I'm going to do is, like, something new I'm working on because I wanted to call the tape Harvard Demons. And then I got into that, and so at the start of the song, like, there was one thing I knew I wanted to do, like, before anything. So the song started, because there's a pretty long intro. I knew I had time. I wanted to, like, just, like, thank everybody who was there listening. Like, because even I said it then, like, they could have been at the basketball courts. They could have been checking out other booths. They could have been checking out anything, but they're sitting there listening to me. And that being... I performed before, but I consider that, like, my first real performance. So that was, like, so surreal to me. And I really took it in stride, especially with the song All I Know being about music. it was just a really good tie-in. And that even brought, like, a couple other people over. A couple other people were on board with that. They were like, oh, like, this guy's talking some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went into it. I had a really good time. And, yeah, that was it. After that, a couple people was like, yo, like, that was some shit, yeah. Couple people was like, yo, like, I saw you doing your thing, da.
Yeah, word, man.
And
like a high.
Yeah, it was funny too, because the MC, he asked me before, he's like, how do you want, how do you want me to, like, introduce you? What do you want me to say about my music? And I told him, like, it's gonna speak for itself. That's what it is. You know me, I'm not, like, I talk shit, but, like, when it comes to, like, some real shit, I don't.
Yeah.
And he even, like, he called me on stage, he was like, King D from New B. And he called me on stage and he was like, I want to tell you all this, because I said, you know, I asked him, like, how do you want me to introduce you? And, like, the music, and he said, my music speaks for itself. And everyone's like, alright, I see you.
For real, yeah.
You know, and that was a really great time. And after that is when I started exploring a lot of different aspects of music. Like, I would, like, write little one-offs or record that to see how it sounds, go out, see other shows. And that's how I got hooked up to a friend with Larry O, which, shout out to Larry O, producer out in Prov. And that's where I recorded the EP, Royalty at its Finest. It was only 6 or 7 tracks, but that has some of my favorite stuff, because that's where I show a lot of versatility to myself.
Nah, that EP was dope. So.
That EP, the opening was a perfect way to open it in my eyes, with the Tuscan Leather remix. And then I went into King of Fighters, which is all about fighting games, which, as we've seen on this show, I play a lot of fighting games. And it's fucked up, because I actually wrote that track a time when I was going to Atlanta, and I had missed my plane, so I was waiting in the airport. I was in the airport for 2 days, waiting to get another plane. Yeah, 'cause it was Christmas time, bro. Oh, and then a manager finally came around, because it happened to this other girl too, and we was just hanging out. Manager came around, and he was like, y'all been in here for 2 days? I'm like, yeah. He's like, alright. So we, like, fucking went on some shit real quick, and he's like, y'all are on this flight. We're like, word, finally, somebody did some shit.
Finally.
Instead of just saying, we're gonna wait to see if there's any room on the plane. But, so I wrote that one in the airport. And then, Packin' Heat. Packin' Heat, I liked a lot. Packin' Heat. It was funny, too. Because, I asked my mother, like, what she was thinking about it. And she was like, I don't know, like, how I feel about that one, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, do you, like, understand, like, the metaphor? She's like, it's about, like, sex, isn't it? And I'm like, no! How do you think that? She's like, well, Packin' Heat.
You telling me.
Yeah, she's like, well, Packin' Heat. And I'm like, yeah, like a gun. Like, I said,
like a gun? Which at that point, her face, what the fuck? Okay, you got a fucking gun.
Yeah, like, I literally, like, recited the hook for her.
That's so funny, yo.
I literally recited the hook. And I was like, yeah, it was, like, a verbal gun. Like, lyrical, like, words aren't bullets. Like, that is what I'm saying. She's like, oh, okay. I'm just like, fuck off. Like, how did you get there?
It's like, well, the song is alright now.
Yeah. And, like, I think the Poetic Justice remix was the first thing I wrote on that track, on that album.
Yeah. I think I remember.
And I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is with me, too. But, like, my last verses, I usually am kind of like, I feel like it falls flat right at the end. Like, I feel like I don't have a good ending note. I always feel like that, and I don't know why. But that's just how I feel.
I don't get it. Like the very last
like the
line
last
or the
4
whole
bars,
verse?
I feel like it just doesn't
ever.
It doesn't wrap it up. I just feel like it doesn't wrap it up half the time.
I feel you.
But I know
ending a verse is the worst, bro. I want to just keep rapping. That's why I don't even do hooks like that.
After that, it was slow dance,
rapping, bro.
And then it was Spasm. Spasm is one of my favorite.
Spasm was dope as fuck too. And then I got remix on that DJ.
Yeah, DJ Nucleus. Shout out DJ Nuke. And then after that, it closed with, which is very funny. It closed with The Experiment, which that song in everyone.
I remember that shit.
Was an experiment.
I knew about that song a long time before anybody else knew.
Because I was working on a song where I recorded a hook for it and everything. It was called Clutch. And the hook came out fucking banging.
Like, I'm still sitting on that shit.
Yeah, word.
But
yeah, what the fuck is
I
that?
just,
Like,
I just
where the world-
couldn't. I couldn't put it together. I could not piece it together. I was struggling. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna write something else. I'm gonna write something else just to like get my mind away from this. See how it goes. So in 15 minutes, I wrote this track, and I kind of just like read it back, and I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know if I'd been listening to a lot of Eminem, but that track,
Nah, that was
that's
like
some
relapse
shit.
time.
Yeah.
I was like,
So I remember I recorded it. I think you were one of the people. I was like, yo, like tell me what you think of this.
of course.
And I played it for you.
Yeah.
And I do not remember I think you did. You know, like, yeah, that shit's dope. Like your normal Kyle, like, yeah, that shit's dope.
Yeah.
And I know I had a couple other people listen to it, and they're like, dude, are you okay?
That's because I know you.
Yeah,
I feel
like-
like that's so much because like I know you.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like
They're like, dude,
like
you okay?
obviously
And
I
I'm
know
just
you're
like,
okay, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're like, oh, okay, well, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, nah, that shit was dope.
Because
I
that,
like that.
like
shit.
I said, that in and of itself, it was an experiment. It was just like, can I go this
man.
route?
You're
and
kind
I
of an
did.
asshole for stopping. Like, you were showing a progression in everyone. Even talking about it, it's almost like you know that you progressed in every fucking one.
I mean, I know, you know me, I'm insightful on this shit. And then the third actual mixtape, Harbor Demons, like even then, like I did record a couple tracks for it. I do have stuff written for it that I've never recorded, and it just didn't come together. I don't know what it was. I don't know what really stopped me from doing it, but it just never it never meshed with me to be like, yeah, this is it. This is really fucking it. I know. I think at that point, that's when I got like really heavy into the voiceover stuff. And I like put it on the back burner, and I just never came. Well, I mean, I have come back. Like I've written parodies for shows I've been in, and some like I remember I wrote one. I remixed Lotus Flower Bomb, and I was like, oh fuck, like this is actually some good fucking shit.
Word.
Like I read it back, and I was like, all right, this is actually a banger. This is actually fucking this shit claps.
Telling you, bro. You gotta make some shit.
I mean, I said it before. It has definitely been on my mind lately, making another project, and I've been thinking about it more and more and more. It'll most likely happen at this point. Like, I'm not saying it's a definite yes, but there's like a 85-90% chance right now that it will happen. Just
hold on.
don't
Ready?
know.
Before or after you leave?
It wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't be released until after.
But would any part of it be done before you leave?
That's all on how the brain goes. I'm not gonna say yes and then not do it, but I'm not gonna say no and then do it. It's possible that I could have written a track before I leave. It's possible. I've been thinking about stuff. I have a couple things up here.
How much do you think would be done before you leave? If you, like, what would be your max that you think would be done before you would leave? If you was to do anything before you leave, just like a track or two. Or you think you would have like a good majority of it done, or you think you would just complete the whole thing and then
I would say
sit on it.
I would say
See how it sounds in France.
asshole.
No, they say music hits different in like different parts of the world when you listen to it.
I mean, maybe if anything, I would have like a track done, but I would have to get hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been thinking about it, and there's so many different ways I can approach things now. Now the way that I'm looking at things. So if I were a track, maybe two of each, because you know how I have my two different styles of like, I'm a rap or I'm a say some shit. So maybe one of each, but I guarantee nothing.
Alright.
And like I said, there's still that 10-15% that it might not even happen.
Yeah. Sure.
But it's definitely a possibility.
Well, yeah, that's it's a little bit on the Kang for you. You know, you guys don't really know too much about that. We don't really talk about our rap life on there. But yes, we rapped.
Got the rap life. I got the voice actor life.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of the voice acting shit. Especially on the serious business episode.
Yeah, I talked about a lot of what I would want to do with this and that.
Talked about wrestling.
Yeah.
Never really talked about music.
I don't know. I mean, I did have a music thing, and then, like I said, like I would like to go like one more
make
if I,
or make a thing.
Yeah, if I got bit by it.
Like how we did.
Yeah. I mean, even then, like I said, we only talked about what we would want to do. We didn't talk about what we did.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you know, like, we talk about things you did, we'll be here for like 20 minutes. Because you never dropped a full project. Although you got one of my favorite verses out of me of all time, and it never went anywhere, and I'm sick.
Nigga.
Sick.
You got the same thing for me. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, you like that Unleash the Beast shit.
Nigga, that's 2.
What's the other one?
100. That never came out either, nigga.
Because we was gonna have a third on
I
it.
know, nigga. But damn.
So I gotta redo 100. I mean,
I forgot about Unleash the Beast, you motherfucker. That's a banger too. You motherfucker. I'm so mad. We're gonna have 5 features on the last shit. Because on the last 2 better bonus tracks, motherfucker. At this point, nigga. God damn, nigga. That shit. I fucking forgot all about that, nigga. I'm gonna listen to that. Yo, you gotta send me that shit.
I will.
I'm fucking tight right now.
Remind me when we're done, and I
so
will.
Fire.
Oh my god.
Nigga, what? What?
I just ruined his day.
The whole night.
I just ruined his day, and it's 1:30 in the morning. He got a whole nother, you know, like 22 hours and 22 minutes to be pissed off.
But you're gonna send it to me, and I'll be able to listen to it like a motherfucker. Because now I can Bluetooth and shit, you know?
God.
Speaking of that, fucking car accident, man. Terrible. Got into a car accident. Motherfucker rear-ended me.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture. I was like, what the fuck
What
happened?
a fuck boy. No, it was funny. I was listening to the podcast this week, and like we were drinking like a motherfucker, and he was like, "I don't want you crashing on your way home." And then I'm like, "Damn it! Now I fucking crashed, motherfucker."
It wasn't that day, but goddamn it.
It's like, God damn it, that shit sucks. But it was like, it literally, yo, that was like the worst. Like that was the dumbest shit to ever happen. Like I've been in a lot of car accidents. That was retarded. That was fucking. That wasn't the most thoughtless act, I guess, but being the victim in that is so dumb. So fucking dumb. Like, oh my god. I feel like it's almost understandable in every other situation, but that was dumb as fuck. I was at a red light.
And the motherfucker just...
Nigga, just like, casually just cooling. Just, you know, listening to music. Bang, nigga! Like, what the fuck? like, yo, oh my god, nigga. You know what's crazy, yo? Is the human brain is a crazy fucking thing.
It is. It is dumb.
So, it's funny how, like, you can think back on something, and it was like a split second, but you know so much shit happened. Like, so much shit happened in that 1 second. Like, it was like, bang, got hit. What the fuck? Like, off the rip. Like, nigga, the first thing I was mad at was I was like, yo, all my shit just fell off my fucking dashboard. I'm fucking pissed right now. Like, cause like, I had that little shelf on the fucking dashboard. So it was like, holding mad shit. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pick all that shit up. Fuck. And then I'm like, wait, my car's fucked. And then I'm like, wait, fuck, I want to just drive away. Like, I got shit to do right now. Like, I had mad shit to do. Like, I was going to get Tyra. I was going to fucking, my son's dentist appointment. Like, it was all sequential. Like, 4:30, 4:45. Like, be here, be there. And then fucking, like, haircuts. Like, later on, like, fuck off. Like, I have so much to do right now for you to just have fucked my whole day up. Like, oh my god. I was so fucking mad, bro. So the first thing I was mad at was the dashboard. Then I realized, like I said, that I got fucking smashed. And I'm like, fuck. So then I was at fucking, like, Sunoco, like, Walgreens and shit.
Yeah.
I'm at that fucking red light right there. Fucking, I was the first one. So all I did was bang, peel, take the right. Fucking, I just went over to the side, fucking parked my shit. And then in my head, I'm like, fuck. Like, what if this nigga just keeps driving? Like, like, what the fuck? So, then I asked my kids if they're alright. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this
He's still trying to process.
Yeah, like, this is all, like, this is probably, like, 8 seconds went by right now. Like, this is 8 seconds. So, this whole story, which has been a couple minutes now, has been 8 seconds for real. So, it's fucking ridiculous what's all going on. And it's like, oh my god, like, what a fucking guy. And, like, he was cool, like, he was saying sorry like a motherfucker. Like, I don't know, I get it, but it's like, alright, like, I wasn't even really, like, mad. You know what I mean?
I think he, like, just realized, like, he had kids,
so,
and he was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, he had a kid, too, like he was saying, like, so he, like,
That's probably what it was. He's probably just a paranoid dad.
I get it, but, like, I wasn't even, like, mad. Like, and that was crazy. Like, that was another thing. I was like, why aren't I more mad about this right now? Like, because, like I said, I had so much shit to do. Like, you literally just fucked up my day. Like, beyond my day. Like, there's so much, like, my shit's in the shop right now. Like,
I honestly think,
God knows how long. Like,
honestly
fuck
think
me, man.
You weren't so mad because you're like, now Tyra can't yell at me for being late to pick her up.
Nah, I was gonna be on time. I feel like that's why I should have been even more mad. Because there was the rare occasion of I was about to be on time. Like, I fucking left on time. I made it a point to leave on time. Because I knew we had a fucking appointment to go straight to. Like, I had to get there in time. And it's like, what the fuck, man? That shit was so fucking terrible. Stupid motherfuckers. But, who knows, man? Who the fuck knows? And then stupid ass me feels more bad for him. Because he was in his work van and he said he just started working for the company a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, you're fired. Like,
you're fired.
Like, I damn near could just fire you right now. Like, but, like, nah, bro. There was no getting around that. And I hate having to, like, just deal with, like, calling the cops and having them come. And then they piss me off. Because, like, everybody was just, like, because I called my dad, like, right after I called the cops. I was like, yo, like, alright, so this shit was fucked, nigga. Like, my fucking bumper's on my tire, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need a ride. Tyra's gonna need a ride. Can you just come here? Like, it's right up the street.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, bro, like, he gets there. Basically, everybody out there, like, the cops show up and shit. And everybody gives their information and all that shit. They're like, alright, peace. And I'm like, no ambulance came. Like, granted, I didn't really care. Like, nobody was hurt, so I wasn't really caring about, like, injuries or, well, like, going to the hospital or anything like that. Because, like I said, I had shit to do. Like, I had mad shit to do. Like, I was still trying to, like, get some shit done. Like, so, basically, I did not want to go to the hospital. Like, and, like, with both my kids and just, like, in the, like, different fucking ambulances possibly. Like, whole bunch of bullshit. Like, I'm not dealing with all that shit. So, fuck all that shit. But then it pissed me off because, like, you didn't call a tow truck. You didn't offer to call a tow truck.
Yeah, right? You're just like...
Nigga, and they're like, nah, you should be able to drive. And I'm like, bro, my bumper's on my tire. Like, so then they're just like, you're just trying to, like, pull it off? And I'm like, okay, bro. So fucking, we're all trying to pull it off. Like, finally, the cop or so, I think someone fucking pulls it off or some shit. And then, like, it was just so fucking weird. Like, it was like, bro, like, you didn't need, like, I feel like that was so not protocol. Like, that was so, like, against protocol. That was so, like, shady.
You wanna pull it off?
They don't give me, like, a police report or nothing. They gave me this little card with a website and a claim number. And they're like, yeah, the police report in a couple days will be on there and all this information and all that shit. So I'm like, yo, this was the most shady shit that has ever happened.
That was some Pineapple Express shit. They weren't cops.
Yeah, like, in my whole career. Like, that shit.
My career.
Like, I've possibly been in double-digit accidents. I can't really think of all of them right now, but I'm pretty sure it's in the double digits, bro. 2 of which I was driving. This one being included in that. And 0 of which was my fault. So, I've been in some where the driver was at fault, but was ever me. Yeah, so what the fuck? Like, motherfucker, I just got that whip. Like, if I just couldn't have any worse luck with cars, like,
You can't.
like, it's just the worst, bro. It's so fucking terrible. I fucking hate cars.
You know, I wanna bring it to a brighter subject for you.
Very bright.
Because I know it was a nice little break from the interview and the music talk. And I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you.
Talk about me, man.
I want to talk about you.
What
What got words with a Z, formerly known as Tommy Boy?
You don't know about Tommy Boy, bro.
What got you into the music?
Bro, I've always wanted to fucking be a rapper. Since I could always fucking remember, bro. That's just, like, what I've always... Like, more than in the NBA, like, I've always wanted to be a rapper or just... NBA was my secondary. Like, that was my two fucking things that I was... It's really generic black kid shit. Like, rap or go to the league.
Dope, rap or go to NBA.
Yeah,
in that order. It's that sort of thing. Yeah.
Nah, that's it, bro. But, like... I just love it. Like, I love music. I love fucking... You know, my dad always listened to, like, the old school shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I know almost every fucking sample that's fucking happening right now. Like, so, I appreciate it that much more. Like, it's just so much. And, like, I don't know. I just love it. Like, I love playing with fucking words and just, like, fucking... I don't know. I feel like it's just so fucking fun. And then, I don't know. Like, Tommy Boy came from just my middle name being Thomas, my... dad being Tommy my whole life, like everybody called him Tommy, and Tommy Boy, nigga, and then yeah, like it was all in a Dealing with Life fucking studio, nigga. All one crazy night.
We're gonna stick with the Tommy Boy aspect of it because you had a few features, but the first track you actually put out, Darkness Bright.
Yeah.
And you got in trouble for that. No, you got in trouble because you had a feature first.
Why?
Because you had a feature on a song called Never Get Me Back.
I didn't get in trouble.
And you didn't get in trouble, but you got...
Nah.
Because somebody was upset.
Nah,
You didn't
honestly,
make a song for them.
That's funny. I could see why that would be a thing. That is funny. That might be the reason on originally why I made Darkness Bright. But Darkness Bright was just dope. And like the hook was like a lovey-dovey kind of thing. Like it was a poetic kind of like I love you.
Can't make the day seem bright, can't make the darkness bright.
Yeah, like that shit kind of like so it's like man, I can't make that about no gangster shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make it about someone. And it's like, who else? And besides the girl I'm with right now, may as well fuck it. And fucking so
I actually remember writing that feature in a bowling alley.
because I didn't want to do a third verse.
Yeah.
I felt like two was enough. I put them all into those two verses.
Yeah, you hit me up and I was like, alright. And I think I was at a bowling alley and I wrote it at a bowling alley.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I really loved your, like, I don't know why it always stuck out to me, but it literally just your first line, the way you dropped into that shit was just so fire. I was like, yes.
Yes.
That shit was fire. And then, like, the little effect that one's on that first line, yeah, that shit was, that was a dope ass song. Like, the flows on there, bro, it retarded. Ridiculous, bro. That's some of my favorite flows I've ever done, is those two fucking verses, bro. Like, those flows are ridiculous. Ridiculous, bro. Like, that one fucking shit. I'm trying to think. I think I wrote the same flow for both verses.
Yeah, just about.
A little bit. I slowed it up a little bit in the second one, but
you did
the
have
first one
a
was
span.
Fucking crazy.
You did have a span in the second verse where you did speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
But
there was that's one of my favorite songs. Like whenever I go back to that, bro, that's one of my most like I look at it and I'm like, damn, I'm like impressed with what I did there. That fucking Effortless is a highlight, and then
well, we'll get to Effortless because that's after after the change. Because still, when you was Tommy Boy, you dropped Revolutionary.
Terrible.
You dropped Why Stop Now.
Terrible.
And the track that never got dropped.
I didn't like any of those verses. I rushed the fuck out of those verses. You know why I rushed the fuck out of those verses? I don't think I ever told you this. I told you I had those songs done for a while, and I never had them done. Never. I'm pretty sure I wrote them like the day before I got up with you.
So you just wanted me
to think I had some shit done.
So I was like, alright, fuck, I actually got it right now. And you're like, yeah, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, literally. And that's why I was so unprepared for those studio sessions and everything. Like, I didn't even know those verses. I literally just wrote them down. I don't even think I read them back to myself or nothing. I was just like, yo, this is what it is.
And then
they were essentially freestyles.
Yeah.
Like, they were written down freestyles.
And then you have the track that never got released that I was very upset about.
What?
Goldie.
Did we ever record that?
Yeah, we did, but I lost the recording.
Damn.
I remember my verse. I know I did.
Shit about that verse.
And I know you came in.
I know you had a better verse than me, and I was pissed about it. And I wanted to redo my shit, but I did like my shit. I think I wanted to
back up in the spot. Tell your boys, they need backup in the spot. Because if not, then somebody getting shot. Man, this verbal warfare, man, this shit is not stop. I got lyrical ammunition. My flow is so unforgiving. I'm spitting. You better listen. And that's as far as I get, and then it gets choppy. The fact that I got 2 kids and I get high and make a living, kind of like it's Thanksgiving. No thanks to be getting.
Damn, that song was dope as fuck, nigga.
I know my verse was the shit.
Dope, nigga. You had some crazy fire on there too, nigga. That shit was fire, nigga. That was a crazy song. Damn, how do we lose
I said, blocking shots like I'm Dikembe Mutombo. This shit's so huge, I just said it to Wumbo.
Ha.
That was my shit. That was my shit. Like, oh my god.
And then someone did that fucking beat. But we won't get into that.
And then after that, you did do a couple more features under the name Tommy Boy.
Yo, Crystal Ball is, like I said, one of my favorite features ever. Like, that's a highlight feature for me. Like that. I mean,
that's one of the songs to me where I'm like,
I love that shit.
Fuck, this nigga got me.
I fucked that shit up. Because you fucked up. You gave me the longest verse in the shit, niggas.
I know. I was giving you your time to shine, you know?
Rap, bro. I was giving you your time to shine. That was a good look. Because we got the same amount of bars. You got a 16 and a 16, and I got a 32. But my 32
so walk up by your girl here and give me a call,
nah,
and I'm just so faded that I just might do it. Nigga. So my next hit song, she just might influence fuck with my career, and yours could get ruined. I heard that, and I was like,
nigga. I was like, no way.
I was that nigga that was like,
I hear that to this
while you were recording, I was that nigga like, yo, delete the song.
Get that shit out of here, bro. You just fucking, yo, that shit right there. Oh man.
But now talking about the transformation.
That was crazy because that was my fucking I think I recorded Darkness Bright like that same day. So
you might have.
Oh, no. Darkness Bright might have came out before your shit.
It did.
I think I recorded that song first. That was the first song I recorded in Clint's studio. Like, that shit was dope as fuck, nigga. I love that shit. That was my first time in the studio. I think that's why I was such like on a high that verse was so fire. I was like, yo, fuck that. I'm coming to drop this shit. That was like a legit ass studio, nigga. I be seeing that shit now. He's still in there, obviously.
Yeah.
That shit looked dope as fuck. I mean, he obviously must have got new shit.
And I know you did record an intro track. You recorded a Steady Stack.
Those were like,
I remember that.
Oh my god, it was so fucking rushed, bro. It was like, cause literally it was like on the end of your studio time. You like paid for the time though, so it was like you had it, and we were just about to leave, and I was like, nigga, no, I'm about to just record these 2 tracks real quick, really quick. I think you had like 20 minutes. And I think I took like 10 and 10. Like, I was like, cause I wasn't even ready to do them. I was just like, you know what? While we're here, like, I might not get this opportunity. Like, you didn't have the setup, I don't think, yet. So it was like, we were kind of like, at that point, looking for studio time.
And I know you was working on dropping Verbal Warfare. Hence the line is that this world for verbal warfare, man, this shit is non-stop. Like, that's what you wanted to put out.
Yo, Verbal Warfare was about to be
it just never came to fruition.
It just never did. Neither of my projects. The Nameless project or the fucking...
Well, we'll get to the Nameless project. But after that, a little while, the next round of music, you went through a change. Because, you know, you got 2 kids, and you said, you know, I can't be called boy when I got 2 kids. So now it's words.
Can't have 2 boys and be boy. Can't have my boys calling me boy. His
catchphrase was word. I mean? It's words.
Word, it's words, nigga. That shit lives on forever. I love word.
Because every time he says word, I look at my phone like, don't do it.
It's word.
Don't. And then it
I
comes
wasn't
in.
going to do it today, and then I was like, have I ever not did it?
And then I chucked my phone against the wall.
Because
there's holes in my wall,
that
it's for
was
me
my
throwing
thought
my
process.
phone.
Because I was like, nah, I don't gotta do it anymore. And then I was like, wait, have I ever really not done it to Denzel? And then I was like, I don't really know, but I'm not gonna not do it now if I've always done it. So it had to happen. I was like, I'm gonna get it.
You went through the transformation of words.
Words with a Z, nigga. You
And
know
then-
why? Because rapping is just words. And I've always thought that shit was so fucking easy. Like, anybody can do it. Like, that's really what I have to believe. Like, bro, even, I don't know, like, even if it's not rap, bro, like, poems or just any kind of way, bro, there's some way that you can just, like, express yourself on paper. Like, and it feels good. Like, it's fucking a great feeling to just say that shit out loud. Like, I don't know. To me, at least. I don't know. I've always just loved rapping and just, people just always think, like, it's such this hard thing. It's like, alright, yeah, like, different flows and cadences you do, like, that gets tricky, and that's like mastering the craft and shit. But for the most part, it's like, bro, you can start just doing anything. Like I don't know. I feel like nobody can really, like, this. Obviously, people are bad at it, but it's like I don't even get it. Like, they're just not trying hard enough. I don't think. Like, but maybe they're just not passionate there. But
So with all that being said, and with this transformation, talk about Effortless.
Effortless is my favorite song I've ever made. Period. That was by far just the best shit. That shit, nigga, if I had to play that for anybody, I don't give a fuck if it's Lil Wayne, Dr. Dre, fucking anybody, bro. There's nothing you can fucking say. There's nothing besides classic. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just how I feel about that. Maybe it's just because it's my song, but I don't know. That shit, that was just everything. Everything. Lyrically, it was crazy. Flows was crazy. Everything was there. Every part of it. Every part of rap was in that song. Besides the hook. I kind of like Eminem'd it on the hook. What song? Fuck, nigga. He did that shit on a song where he just like, I think he even like says it in the hook. He's like, didn't even want to make a fucking hook, but I did, and here it is. Nigga, like, but fuck, nigga. I forget what song it was, but besides the point. But yeah, Effortless, that was my favorite song I ever made. The fucking beat was so fire. Like, that was just a crazy beat. Like, I don't know where the fuck it came from, bro, but that shit was just, it was nuts, bro. I don't know. And the fact that, like, I wrote that shit so fast. Like, it was damn near one of those kind of, like, freestyle things, but, like, alright, so, alright, actually, I lied. The first verse, it's a long-ass verse, because it was a whole song. It was a couple verses. Of this shit I was making, it was a different song, and I was doing this super fast fucking flow, bro. Like, I was trying to get it off mad fast, bro. Like, I was trying to just be on my, like, Corey Guns kind of shit. Like, I was on that. And I just couldn't keep it going, because it was so fast that the bars came out so fast. Like, it happened quick. Like, it was like, damn, this is like mad bars and it's fucking a minute and a half. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to make this song like a 3-minute song and it's like, oh my god, you mean I gotta double this? So I just got to a point where I just couldn't think of any more bars to put that would just like keep it going like super fast like that. So I got to the end of the first verse when I think all that I added was this shit's so effortless. Like, so basically that was already just like a written song for something else, but I just slowed it up a little bit. Like, I still got it in like kind of just differently. I don't know. I slowed it up a couple tempos. And it came out dope as fuck, nigga. Like, when I heard that shit, I was like, damn. And then there was still beat left, and I was like, I'll let it ride, because that beat's just hard. And then I was like, let the bass drop, and I'm right back in it. That's all I fucking went with, and I was like, yo, no. That would be fire if I hit on the bass, nigga. That shit would be fire. But honestly, what it was that's why I made the hook, was because it was so long between the end of the verse and the bass. I was like, I gotta say something. I can't just let that drop and then just come out of nowhere and be. So I was like, alright, fuck it. So I added on this shit so effortless, and I fucking added on the hook, bro, whatever, just repeating that, and then that second verse was fire too, nigga. It was like, yo, that shit was crazy. And I don't know, that was one of my favorite shits. And then, the last line, nigga, the fucking make these hoes take when I attack, nigga, that shit was fire. I love that whole song, nigga. That whole song was fire. That's my favorite shit.
I know you did Effortless. You hit a Truffle Butter remix.
Even
Tried
down,
by 12.
ready? Effortless, even down to the fucking cover art, the picture of that.
You're
that
welcome.
was my favorite picture.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Like I was in green, my favorite color. Like yo, it was like yo, that was so good. I don't even, did we record that with Frankie?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
That was in the new studio he got after the space that he got. Yeah.
Nah, that was
the sketchy place.
Yeah, it was, but nigga, I love that song. I still love that song. I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to a whole playlist with me when I get the fuck out of here. Cause I love my fucking music. Fuck.
So like I was saying, you did that. You hopped on a Truffle Butter remix, Tried by 12, Sound Good. And there was one you did.
The original beat.
The one you did with Shucks.
Yeah.
Shucks Moneybags, My Time.
Yep. That shit's fire.
And that was some fire shit,
I love that song. I loved it. Finally got my boy Raph on a track, bro. It was probably never gonna happen again.
It's hard.
It's probably never gonna happen again.
Like the only way it's ever gonna happen is if you have a mic right there and he's like, "Yo, let's do something." And you're like, "All right, do it now."
That's a fact. He's a spontaneous rapper.
Mm-hmm. Spontaneous.
Yeah. So that was super. Like it was in the crib. Like I'll never even forget it, bro. It was in the crib, and fucking he wrote it like right there.
My mic.
No. Well, yes, but like you were there with us. When it happened, like I was recording.
I was because I remember
recording your shit. We recorded some shit for me, and then I recorded that shit. Oh, I forget what it was actually, cause I think we recorded it on something else, and then we put it on that song. Huh?
I know there was a song that you did do, and then you ended up switching the beat, and that's when you're like. Every time I put myself into a glaucoma. Whatever that line was on.
That was on the one that I do. Well, you ended up getting on it later, and we just mashed them together. But yeah, and then we did the freestyle for it. Well, we did the video for it.
Now, with that track, I do remember recording it because Raph was like, "I'd right hook this mic if I could," and I was like, "Nigga, no. Like that's my mic."
Yeah, nah, so I think that's where it all started from, and then I gave him the beat to that song, the original fucking beat, because fucking my boy wanted me to make fucking, my boy Josh, shout out to Josh, fucking, DuPont. I know a lot of Joshes, had to fucking specify. He made some 5 beats, and I want to get on a couple more of his beats eventually, but I did actually get on one, I think. I have it recorded, but it's like a shitty recording. Like, you might even not have it anymore, but... I recorded it, like, one day here, like, in the basement, and then it was, like, a real quick run-through. It was, like, a minute-long song, and fucking... I just ran through it real quick, and I wanted to re-record it, but I just never got around to it. But... Nah, he makes 5 beats, and he made that beat, bro, and that shit was just so good. Like, I loved that shit so much. I was like, yo, I gotta at least get on this. And you know me, like, I just don't like making thirds. I don't know what it is. Like, oh my god, I don't like a third. I think it's because of that shit we talked about earlier, where it's like, I never feel like the ending is right. So, I guess somebody else to do it for me. So, but, man, it's like, if I have a song with a hook, it's like, or a bridge or anything, I really don't want to make it end. Like, I just keep it going. And that's why it's like, I love shit like Effortless, where it actually had a good ending, and fucking Truffle Butter was dope, just because it was that feel, like, but that was a real original beat that, like, I actually had. Like, that was the only original beat I ever really got on that, like, it was really, I mean, not to say, like, mine, but it was. Like, like, he wanted me to get on a bunch of his beats and make a mixtape of his shit. So, it was gonna, well, technically be an album. So, it was gonna be fucking that. And hopefully, maybe I'll make a fucking EP of just his beats and we'll fucking come up with that. Cause, like I said, like, it's that, I can put that on there, fucking, we got the other shit that I was just talking about, I can just re-record. But, it's like, yo, that shit was crazy, and then I gave Raph that shit, and he actually fucking came through with a verse. And I remember being like, yo, we gotta lay this shit now. Because I know this nigga's gonna flex. Like, there's no way. He gotta lay it right now, nigga. And even he wanted to re-record that verse for mad long until I put it out. Like, even when I put it out, he was like, damn, I wanted to re-record. And it's like, nigga, you never can do it. Like, I know you. Like,
I liked his verse. I thought he was. I was like, oh,
yeah, like I knew it came out fire. So that's why I wouldn't have put it out if it was trash. Like, I wouldn't have done him like that. That's his first fucking time on the mic. Like, I'm not gonna do him like that. That's crazy. But nah, that shit was dope as fuck. Like, I think I did more on the song because obviously I had two verses of, like, and the second verse I feel like was just so fire. Like, I think that's the best verse on the song, but I like his verse the most on the song. If that makes sense. It's almost like how I said on the DJ Khaled shit, like, Weather Storm, my favorite song, but Thank You was the best song. Like, I think I had the best verse on there, but my favorite verse on there was his. Like, maybe it's just because I was so hyped that I actually got a verse from him, and it's just like, oh my god, like, and he killed it. Like, it was like, oh my god, like, it gives me a new kind of high. Like, that's why I even had to go in and make sure I shouted him out in the first verse. It was like, yo, I need to hype him because it's like, yo, this nigga gotta get it.
Well, so talking about, like, songs like that and Effortless and whatnot, because I know for me, I felt like a big turning point in all the music I make, and I really think we recorded this on the same day. We might have. Is Can I Holler At You for me was, I feel like, a turning point for me and how I approach music, because that's one of my favorite songs I have ever done, but it never ended up on anything. Now, is that effortless to you? Is it another song that you kind of, like, really hold special for any particular reason, or?
That Sound Good was, I think, my most confident performance on recording the song. Because you can just hear it. I don't know. I was just on 1,000. You know what it was? I was so fucking mad that day, nigga. Because that was when I was recording with you and Frankie Heavy, bro. And you guys just fuck with me bad. Because even on this podcast, I be having, I don't know, it's just, my voice is, like, not meant for a mic or something. Like, I really gotta, like, project that shit. Like, I don't like doing it. Like, I don't like projecting my fucking voice. And I don't like having it. So I'm just like, turn that shit the fuck up, nigga. Like, like, fuck off. Like, I don't know. So
we weren't even fucking with you on, like, the projection of it. We was fucking with you, like, emotion, bro. Like, we don't hear it. Like, we don't believe it.
But I did. That's why I was getting so fucking mad. So I finally just got to that point where I was like, yo, fuck it, nigga. These niggas want me yelling at a fucking mic, nigga. Whatever. And I just did it.
And we was like...
And I was like, word, that shit was dope. I was like, fuck. That shit was actually dope as fuck. And when I listen to that back now, even, like, the reactions I got from that song, like, damn, nigga, like you really killed that shit. Like, fucking Chris was going crazy over that song for a long time. Like, the bars I was spitting on that shit, too, was crazy. Yeah, nah, that was, like, a second coming of, like, Effortless almost. But that shit... Effortless was just my all-time favorite because everything about it. Every single part about it. Like I said, even down to, like, the cover art, like, the moment, like, the fucking... Like, that being, I don't know, like, that was my first solo track, really, like, honestly.
Yeah.
My first solo track.
Features, you know?
Yeah. Even that Darkest Bright shit, the first shit I came out with, like, everything was a feature.
It was me.
So it was like, that was my first shit, and I just poured everything into it, and it was like, damn, that shit was fire. Like, that shit was just so good. And like I said, like, it was another fulfillment because it was that other song. Like, so it was almost like a high of two songs in one for me. Because it's almost like I fulfilled my goal of doing that fucking, like, I didn't sacrifice too much of what I wanted to do with that original song, and I made it into a better fucking song, and it was just so good. Like I said, like, I'll play that for anybody. Like, that shit right there is a fucking classic, bro. Like I don't care, bro. I'm playing that anywhere for anyone, for anybody who says, "Oh, let me see like what you like your rap or whatever." Like I will play Effortless every time. That would be the first thing I go to. Truffle Butter I really liked because I really like that beat, and nobody gets it, but I really like it. But nobody like realizes that I literally did everybody's flow from that song. All three of them, like in sequence. Like
I mean, a lot of people
like
don't
I
even
do
realize
their flows.
what truffle butter is in general.
Yeah, no, that's besides the point. Who gives a fuck about that? But the song was so dope to me, and I feel like I had the better verse than everybody because I fucking did everything they did, and those were like Drake and Lil Wayne. Like those are two of like my favorites. Like I don't know, like that shit was just crazy to me. Like the fact that I don't know, I feel like I really bested them on that shit. But I cheated because I had the whole song and they just had a verse. But that shit was dope as fuck. Like I even did Nicki Minaj's stupid ass fucking flow. And it was cool. Like I didn't do it blatant enough that you can tell like, oh my god, he's trying to sound like them. But if you really listen to like the flows that they do and the flows that I spit, like I literally did every shit. In every kind of way. Like in every like and it was dope as fuck. Like I loved it. I loved that. And it was a dope ass beat. And like I said, like I love that song, like the original song itself, and like to feel like I had the better version of it, it was just dope as fuck to me.
Now to move on from
all the single stuff to a lot of collaborations, as you were talking about features. There's another project that never came to light that you kind of mentioned earlier, which was the Nameless project, as we were talking about on the Nameless podcast.
Hey, now you know where Nameless came from.
Now the
Shout out
Nameless
clothing brand, they sponsor us. Coming soon.
God, the Nameless collaboration album was a collaboration album between you and myself, and there were actually a couple tracks that were written for it.
Do you remember exactly where we came up for the name?
I just remember us saying, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's fucking Nameless.
I know where we were. We're in my Honda.
I was gonna say, weren't we in the car?
We're in the Honda, and you're living on fucking Sycamore still, and we're right around the corner, because we used to just get up and freestyle over there.
Yeah.
Fuck doing it in the house with everybody there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was so many fucking people in the house at the same time at one point. And it was just like, yeah, like that was our little escape right there, and that shit was dope as fuck. And we came up with that fucking name, and we were like, yo, Nameless. I still to this day think it's dumb as fuck. But as I mentioned earlier, with shit I wear, like I feel like that makes it better.
It makes it better.
For real, like I hated it. Like I didn't want that to really be the name. Like even though I said it, I didn't expect you to really. I expected you to kind of just brush it off, like, oh, like that's stupid as fuck. And I was gonna agree with you, like, yes, that is stupid as fuck. But then you were like, yeah, fuck it, let's just name it that.
And you were like,
really?
I'm
like, alright, well,
fuck.
Fuck it, I mean, I said it. Like, I'm rolling. So that's how that shit came about, bro. But yeah, no, there was a couple tracks written for that shit. There was a whole track listing and everything.
Yeah.
Which would have to pretty much fully be revamped now. That's the aggravating part about music. It's like,
Against the wall.
that's why I always wanted to put
Sip.
everything out as soon as I made it. Like I kind of, I don't know. I mean, I waited a little bit, but I never waited too long. It was like a week, maybe.
You're like, all right, upload.
Upload now. Can you upload this? There was sometimes there was a couple tracks I had to have you upload.
And I'm just like, oh my god.
Like when I got it on my phone and I had the SoundCloud app, I could upload it. But before that, it was like, yo, can you just upload that shit? like, especially with like the Frankie shit, like you was always holding on my shit, and I was like, yo, fuck that. But yeah, that's crazy.
But the Nameless album, it was a collaboration with somebody who you've worked with for how long?
Forever, my whole music career.
Do you feel like that was a type of album that would have either gone really, really seamlessly or gone a different way because of the different ways that we work? Not seamless, but like...
Nah, bro, we planned that shit so well. I feel like that was like definitely I would still probably stick with the formula we had, just change the beats because they're all outdated now. You know what I mean?
I would still do a Stay Scheming remix.
I was even thinking that. I'm like, yo, I would even be down to do 2 versions of it. And put them both out, to be honest. Like a double disc. Like the old version and the new version. For real. And just do all the beats we said we were going to do. Make all the songs we were going to fucking make. If we want to adjust any of them, like, to make it not sound dated, then we do so. But we still do the same beats, but
really the only writings that we had was, like, Spark and Sip and Against the Wall. And even then, I had my writings.
No Church? We didn't have that? Oh, yeah, and all my shit was gone.
Yeah.
And all my shit is definitely gone.
I think I started on No Church. And then I did do
I had a whole No Church. Nah, you had a whole No Church, too. Nah, we had that shit.
Did we?
I think you might have had 1 verse to do. Because I think we were each doing 2. But I think we had that
I remember it.
I'm pretty sure we used to spit that shit. We used to even, like, go back and forth and spit that shit. I'm pretty sure.
I would have to, like, rap through the whole song in my head because I do remember how it started. I don't know if I could get...
I wouldn't be able to remember shit.
You know me, I remember my verses.
That's why I like doing it on fucking paper, because shit like that. I have so many verses that I lost over the years in phones.
I mean, you know me, I got notebooks on notebooks.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna go through and look in like some of my old phones at home, see if I still have any notes at all for anything. Because I still have mad old phones, but I don't think I have the ones that, like, the good version. Like, the one that just got robbed from me, like, last year when my fucking car got stolen and shit, that shit was fucking terrible. I had mad shit on that. Mad, like, new shit. Like I probably could have put out an EP. Like, I had a lot of shit. Like, just off if I piece shit together. Like, that shit would be crazy.
That's gonna lead me to my final question for you.
What is it?
Can we, in the near future, expect a Words album, EP, or maybe even a collabo album?
You can definitely expect music to come. Probably, I'm 90% sure a track will come before you leave. A Words track.
So, a track before August 1st?
Yeah.
Technically before July 31st.
But you know me. If I record it and I like how it sounds, I'm putting it out. Like, if there's anything I don't like about it and I can sit with it and, like, really kind of be like, well, fuck off, I don't want to put this out. Like, it would have to be something ignorant. And even then, I don't know, I kind of have a business proposition I want to talk to you off air about. It's probably going to be after you get back though.
Well, at that point, what would you say if we asked you to be our special musical guest next week to close the show?
I'll tell you, fuck no.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, no. What, like a performance? No.
Yeah.
Nah, not next week. I'm not writing a track in a week.
This guy.
Putting it out. It's been a while. I'm not just gonna Nah, I'm not putting out a why stop now. Right now, I'm not doing that. Nah. If I come out, it's gonna be like, why hasn't this nigga been putting out music? Like, because I have some shit, nigga. I got some shit I want to say. That's for sure. Got a lot of shit. I feel like that's where I got to in music. And that's why I stopped rapping. Is because I wanted to kind of go through some shit. Not like I want, like, shit to happen to me. But, like I wanted to kind of go live life a little bit. Like, I feel like the shit I was rapping about, like, it was getting kind of like, alright. Enough. Like, and I feel like, how many songs are you gonna make about the same thing, you know? Like, I wanted different content. I never was the guy to, like, rap about shit I didn't have. I feel like that's why I like Crystal Ball so much. Because I could do that.
I got the opportunity.
But, like, when I was actually saying shit, it's like you, like, it's like, I don't just say shit to say it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not saying I got shit that I don't got. I'm not saying I did shit that I ain't done. Everything you hear from me, I've done, I've worn, I've fucking been, like, I've done it. Like, I've done it all. Like, all of it. And that's just how it is. Like, and that's how, and it all has to make sense. Like it all has to go together. Like, I just can't, like, the transitions and shit, like, it can't just be about nothing. Like, I don't know. It has to be seamless shit. And that, like, Effortless is, like, the cleanest example. It's like, just, I don't know. It just has to be seamless with me.
Well,
it can't be fuck shit. I don't know. You know that. You know that better than anybody else. You know that. Because when have I ever let you down? You can't name a time.
On that note,
you can't name a time.
I'm gonna ignore that question.
You can't name a time.
I'm the interviewer now. You don't
song?
ask me questions.
When have I ever let you down? When has words ever let you down?
When you came to the studio and didn't know anything.
When?
It was when we were recording with Frankie.
Alright. But I didn't let you down. I still had my shit. I just couldn't get it right at the time, and it was taking a while.
And then we left, and you was like, I was just waiting for you to get your shit right. And I was
Because I
hot. I was hot about that.
I always gotta fucking talk shit.
I was hot. I was legitimately, like, mad at you that day.
Really? You
Yeah.
mad at that? That was really a joke. I was really joking with you.
Because I was already annoyed that I'm like, I'm paying for studio time, and this nigga don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I wrote the end of the verse in the studio.
Yeah, I'm like, I told you to be ready.
I know
told you to be ready. And you're like, I'm
in your
not ready.
defense, you did tell me to be ready, and I was not ready. But I still want that extra mile to be ready.
You did.
I made sure my verse was ready by the end of the studio. We had something. It wasn't a complete waste.
I was so mad. I was fucking mad.
Nah, that was one time I almost let you down.
I was mad. I was mad that day. Legitimately mad. I don't think I'd ever been mad at you before. I was mad that day.
Yeah. I know you were mad that day.
And just the sealing, the icing on the cake of, I was waiting for you to get your shit ready, bro. I was waiting for, no, you said I was waiting for you to get your shit right. And I was like,
a nigga had his shit all good.
Like, I gave you the slow head turn of like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
I was.
Yeah, you was mad as fuck.
I was mad
That was a fun day.
I'm glad you felt it.
We
Bud.
needed that shit. That shit made me never want to do that shit again. Because I saw how mad you were. After that,
I was so fucking
every
mad.
fucking thing was on point.
I was so mad.
Even especially when we went to Prov. That was probably my best I've ever done in the studio. One takes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do 2 takes of either of those. And if I did, it was literally, I think maybe Spasm might have been the second take.
Spasm was a...
I might have just fucked up somewhere.
Yeah.
I
was
feel
a
like
time.
Spasm, I fucked up that once. But I got it right the second time, and it was dope. And that was the cleanest I've ever been in the studio.
I mean, you know,
and that might have been the session, like, the sessions following.
Yeah.
like that might have been one project that we had that fuck up, and then the next project, it was like, I'm coming for it. But nah, I don't know. I never wanted to have that happen again. So I tried to make sure.
You fuck up or have me be that mad?
Nah, to have you be that, I don't know. It's not even, it's almost, it's something that you said before. It's like, it wasn't even that you was mad. It was that you was disappointed. Like, I can deal with you being mad.
I mean,
you were like disappointed in me that day.
I might have said I wasn't mad. I was disappointed. I was disappointed and I was fucking mad.
Nah.
I was both.
Nah, I know you didn't say that. I'm just saying you said that like about different shit before. Like different situations.
Yeah. If I said I wasn't mad, I lied. I was mad. If I said I was disappointed, that's true too.
Nah, I know you was mad, but I don't like disappointing people that I actually don't want to disappoint.
I mean, you know, I appreciate all the insight. I'm a little sad we won't have a musical guest next week, but
I mean, shit.
You know, you turn it down. Can't do anything about that, can I?
Who knows, man? Maybe we can get a little cipher at the end maybe next week.
Maybe we can get a cipher. I didn't say
that.
I never said I was performing. Nobody asked me. Nobody asked me shit.
I just proposed it. I said maybe we can get a cipher. I said we, nigga.
No, I wanna. It's been a while. I work alone before I hop into a cipher.
We still means we.
I would want to work alone before I hop in the cipher.
Nigga, exactly. See me, cuz.
I didn't ask you to fucking hop in the cipher. I asked you to perform on your own.
Yeah, but
you asked me to perform on my own. That might be a different story.
ask me to perform on my own.
Well, you have shit in the
I
tuck
might
still
take
that
the
you can just fall back on. I don't got no tuck right now. I got nothing.
He said, my tuck is everlasting right now.
Yeah, you got shit that you've been had
Mm-hmm.
for a while.
I got a few things I could fall back on.
Yeah. So that's not even really a challenge for you.
No,
That's why I had to say a cipher. It's like, nigga,
wanna
at least
close the
fucking
show on a
challenge
performance?
yourself, nigga.
Alright, yeah, well, yeah, I can.
Yeah, it's like, I can fucking do something right now. You want to close this show on a performance? Like no, nigga. Like, I know you can do it.
I wouldn't do it right now. I'd have some shit ready.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I would do like Chappelle used to do. I'd have that shit like
90%
pre-recorded.
sure a track will drop from Words before you leave August 1st.
Oh.
It'll be recorded before you leave August 1st. Maybe I'll drop it on August 1st. Be a dick.
Just call you from France when it's 3 in the afternoon.
What's the time difference?
6 hours, so it'd be like 9 a.m.
Yeah. I'll either be at work or I'll be up.
How do I reach these keys?
I was talking about that with Tyree today when we were playing on fucking Division. He was saying fucking like he can't even really like sleep late. Cause basically, alright, so he was real sick.
Yeah,
Well,
he had a fever.
Sick, bro. He's slowly but surely, I'm realizing he's kind of pulling me. He's just trying to have the day off tomorrow. But, I don't know, because when he knew he wasn't having, like, the day off tomorrow, he was still sick, you know what I mean? But, I mean, after he already knew he was having the day off, he was still sick. It wasn't until I said, okay, well, Tyra said she was going to stay home tomorrow.
Magically not
I may as well just keep Kai home tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can sleep in, you know? So fucking, then I was like, alright, so they don't have video games during the week. So I'm like, well, technically this is a fucking day off. You know what I mean? So you guys can play video games. Sometimes they're good on Thursdays and I let them play, so it's like, if I'm gonna just let you play tomorrow, I may as well just let you play now. So I gave them that fucking treat, and then it's like a whole new motherfucking kid, dude. It's fucking running around, fucking playing video games.
Isn't that how it always happens, though?
Yeah, video games make everything better. But then, before he went to bed, he did feel a little warm again, and like, I had her check his temp, and he's good right now, but he did feel like he was, because she gave him Tylenol, so it's like a fever reducer, so obviously if you don't have a fever, it's like maybe you feel better to walk around. And like you took a bath and shit, it's like all that shit just cools you down. So maybe it was a temporary like feel better thing and I'll wake up like shit tomorrow, which we'll have to see, but hopefully not. But either way, he's staying home, and besides the fact, anyway, back to the fucking point of the story. We were talking about sleeping in, so tomorrow I'm going to be sleeping in. So, sleeping in to me now is like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because he was like, I can't even like sleep in anymore. And I was like, nah, I can definitely sleep in, bro. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm definitely trying to sleep. Like, I never get to sleep in. And, he's like, nah, I just can't do it like I used to. He's like, I always just gotta get up and like do something early, and then fucking... I'm like, and that's when I brought up the point. I was like telling him, I'm like, yeah, well, 8:30, 9 o'clock is like sleeping into me. Because it's like, every single day I gotta be up at 6:30. Every day of my life. Besides Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday is the one day. And then it's like, most of the time we want to get breakfast or something, because that's the one day I get to get breakfast too. Because Sunday I gotta go to work, and every other day she's going to work and shit, and it's like, I just can't go I mean, I can go get breakfast by myself, but like, us all having breakfast, like,
as a family
fucking breakfast. And it's like, I don't know, like, that shit was dope back in the day, like, when Uncle Buddy would make breakfast, and it was all, like, I don't know, family breakfast was just dope.
Yeah.
So, having that with my kids and, like, Tyra and shit is great, so. To do that, you gotta wake up by, like, 8 o'clock, bro. It's like, fuck, you gotta get that shit going. Like, you gotta either make that shit or get it ordered and fucking go pick that shit up. And then it's like, fuck. Like, I'm up anyway. So it's like, goddamn. So that's why it's like, if I get an extra 2 hours of sleep, it's like, oh my god. that's great. Like, granted, sometimes I'll do that. Like, I'll go to sleep early sometimes just so I can sleep till 8:30. Just talking about sleep till 8:30 is like, you making me tired. But fucking, nah, like, that's what sleeping in is to me now. I don't know if it's because I had kids, but my cousin Mikey always was the original one who told me, fucking, when you have kids, like, waking up is nothing. Like, it really isn't. But it's also when you fucking are the only goddamn driver available. So I'm fucking taking everybody to work and school every fucking day.
The struggle.
That's like, fuck. It's like, even on my fucking days off, just fucking, goddamn it. That's why I'm thinking about switching my shift. I was thinking about switching to donut, so I have, like, weekends off, because nobody really does anything on the weekend.
Yeah.
But then I feel like an asshole, because it's like, then my dad has to do more. Like, he has to get my kids fucking more days out of the week. Now he's getting them 4 out of fucking 5 days of the week. When right now he's only getting them 3. It's like, fuck. And it's like, and it's just worse days. It's like, instead of having Thursday and Friday to like do your thing and then the weekend and then restarting the 3 days, it's like you have fucking Wednesday that you don't gotta really do nothing. And then that's it. It's like every other day you're doing everything. Like you're picking up, dropping off, like all of it. Like, and like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, I want to be fucking picking up my kids too and dropping them off and shit. Like, I want to fucking see that shit. Like, seeing that shit is, when you become a parent, bro, you're gonna look back on this episode fucking 13 and be like, damn, you were right, bro. But seeing them walk into school, like, on their own is, it's not like a heartbreaking thing, but it's like a wow, like, they're really growing. Like, these are humans. Like,
these are humans.
Like, they're fucking people. Like, they're gonna grow up and be something in this world. Like, no matter what it is, like, they're gonna be it.
Fucking scientist or serial killer. You're gonna be something.
Or just a fucking bagger at Market Basket, or fucking, like, a fucking big billionaire. Like,
I know, I took it the
owner
extreme.
of a business. But, like, I don't know, like, it's crazy. No matter what you do, it's like, yo, they're really gonna be doing something. Like, they're gonna be people in society. And, like, sooner rather than later. Like, this is fucking nuts. My oldest son just turned 7, bro. When? What?
In
Didn't I just have kids?
May. He turned 7 in May.
Didn't I just have kids?
No, we had him 7 years ago.
Doesn't it feel like I just had him?
No.
It doesn't feel like that to you?
No, I don't have the kids.
You actually feel like time has gone by?
I feel like 4 or 5 years, not 7.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, it's been 7. Which means it's really been 8. Because that's, like, when I knew about a pregnancy. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Well, you know, we crammed a lot into this episode.
We did.
And this memory card... This memory card definitely ran out of space. But, you know, we let it ride. We was having a good conversation.
So we just gonna put the audio on?
Yeah.
On this one?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get in the fucking NBA. We're not skipping it. Man, I'm skipping some shit? No, we're having a long pod.
Morning.
2:30 a.m. I got tomorrow off. You don't, but...
I don't. I fucking don't.
Fuck it, nigga. This is on you, man. You should have fucking told them niggas fuck off yesterday. Should have got out at 9.
Should have got out at 9. Yeah, not fucking possible.
Here it is. It actually is possible. You could just walk out of the building.
Yeah, and then I would have lost my job.
But why? It's on your availability, bro. That's so fucked up that people can do that. Like, I don't know. I get mad for that.
I was fucking mad too. I fucking dealt with it.
I get more mad for you.
So, NBA update.
Maybe it's just because of the way Amazon's set up so that I can just walk out whenever the fuck
Yeah, you can do that. I can't.
Like, yeah, I can actually just be like, nah, fam, I'm not doing that today. Bye. Like, I did this, nothing they can do about it. Like, that's the greatest thing. Is like, I feel like nothing is more satisfying than that. It's like, you're going to fucking receive this today, and it's like, nah, fam, I'm going to fuck home. So there's nothing you can say.
We're going to breeze through the NBA real quick.
We're going to breeze through it. The competition is over between us, so we can get that out of the way. But this Bucks and Raptors shit's really promising. It's tied series. It's looking good. I still got Toronto. riding strong with that.
Toronto in 7.
I think, what, did I say 6?
Well, you said Celtics.
Oh, well, fuck, I guess I'd have to watch the episode back after they got eliminated.
Yeah.
But I think I said Toronto in 6. Yeah, I think Toronto's going to win just because Kawhi has been here before. I mean, not much, but more than Giannis. But they are all, like, getting fatigue out there, man. A lot of them haven't been here this far in the playoffs. Like, Kawhi's kind of, like, the only one. like, there's a couple other people, like Serge Ibaka.
The Raptors have been to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
But never, to the actual finals. The Warriors had a 4-0 sweep of the Blazers. Dame didn't play until the last game. And by didn't play, I mean he was fucking...
That was unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Like, I guess I'm not, but, like, I guess I just wanted it to be more. Like, I wanted it to at least be 5 or 6. Just because, like, the Steph Curry and Seth Curry thing was, like, so surreal. And, like, that's probably the most epic sports moment in history.
And then you look at the stat line and you're like, oh.
Nah, I'm talking about the game that they went back and forth. They were actually killing. Like, this nigga dropped 3 threes and the fucking Seth dropped 3 threes in the fourth. He had a steal on Steph. Like, for your parents to be able to watch their kids do that, like I just think about, like, that scenario being me, Tyra, Zion guy. Like, that would be fucking...
Well, Tyra wouldn't know what sport it is.
Clearly. But that would just be such a great thing. Like, just think about that. Like, that's fucking nuts, bro. Like, and then, especially to top it off, to be Del Curry, to be fucking, like, a statement in the NBA, like, to see your kids actually, one of your kids surpass you, and one of your kids actually kind of making a similar role for himself like you had, like, that is so dope. Like, you must feel like the best parent, like, the best father, like, ever. Like, you really did it. Like, you succeeded fully. Like, every successful parent wants their kid to be like them. In whatever respective field that is, like, doctors want their kids to be like, not all the time, but for the most part, like, there's a low, like, because you know the lows of every field, like, of your specific field, so you don't want them to have to go through that, but for them to, like, be at that high, both of them, like, that's just crazy to see, and it's just dope. So shout out to them, man. That's the dopest moment in sports history.
The Warriors moved on.
Do that shit.
In a 4-0 sweep. Bucks and Raptors tied at 2 apiece. I've gotten one team wrong every round. The Warriors advancing. I picked the Warriors to advance. So now I'm kind of like, fuck.
Why? What'd you say?
Bucks? I said Raptors in 7, and then Raptors in 6. So, with my luck, that means...
Honestly, it could go either way, man.
With my luck, that means
it's
the
so
Bucks are going to win.
Matched.
And then, with my luck again, that means the Warriors are going to win. Because I didn't pick them to win at all. And I was going to be like, fuck. But the point system, as he said, is over. I have 14. He has 10.
Yeah.
And there's no hope of him coming back.
Nah. Yeah, so... That's that. The NBA, yeah, that's the NBA shit. And we will keep covering. We gotta fucking see if Figs will come next week. Because he said he'll come in the playoffs. If he doesn't come next week, fuck off.
Yeah. I'll hit up Figs.
I actually wanted him when it was like a lot of teams. Like,
yeah.
It was gonna be
in
good.
the beginning.
And the second round would have been good.
Now we're down to the finals. By next week, we'll be at the finals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, well, no, not really. The finals starts right there. We'll know who's in the finals.
Yeah, we'll know who's in the finals.
But if he comes next week, we'll be able to talk about these 2 past series.
Yeah, we'll be able to talk about the series and the lead up and
finals predictions. And
yeah.
Shit. Rather than it just being like, hey, it's 2 games into the finals. How do you think it's going? You know what I mean? Like, fuck the last series. Like I don't know. It's just gonna be. It'll be like basically. The quicker the segment, the less teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
no, I gotta hit him up to see if he can come through.
For sure.
But, that's the podcast this week. This podcast is long as fuck, and I want to go to bed.
Yes,
I have to make sure it gets edited.
The Nameless Podcast, week 13. We got y'all. And it's gonna be audio for like a fucking hour?
Not for an hour, for like a half.
Alright, cool.
Half hour or so.
So y'all can't see us right now, but I'm doing funny shit in the camera right now.
No, he's not. He's literally just sitting there.
Nah, I'm doing funny ass shit in the camera right now.
He's literally just sitting there.
Nah.
Literally just sitting there.
Hey, we're definitely sponsored by Blue Airheads now.
We're not.
And I'm definitely co-signed by my partner here.
No. No.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
What do you mean? You co-signed it. You
I did
gave
not.
me the Blue Airhead.
I just happen to have blue airheads.
Blue fucking Airheads! International man color. A bunch of shit coming.
You done?
Whoever this nigga's neighbors are must hate me, bro. They're just up here yelling at ignorant times of the night. In fucking different accents.
Nigga, I hate you. I want to go to bed.
I don't want to stop podding.
Well, it's over.
You know what? You know what I almost did? I almost asked you if we can record in the morning. But then I was like, fuck. The only thing that stopped me from doing that was, I was like, damn, I don't know if I'll have time to do all editing and render.
I won't. I would not.
No matter what time we did in the morning. Like, even if I came in for like 9 a.m.
Nigga, I work at 10:45.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. See, that's another thing. I figured you would at least work for like 11.
Podcast is done.
Podcast is over with.
Thank you for sitting with us, ladies.
Thank
Listen
you.
to our musical histories.
Woo, yeah. That's the name of that.
Fair.
There it goes. Musical history.
Well, I knew it long before. I just had to make sure to say it.
Alright, had to get that off.
Kyle and myself, thanks for sticking with us. We're going to catch y'all next time on the Nameless Podcast.
Words.
Oh my god. I'm done.
Killing.